to studio. My name is not Robbie Howell, and welcome to another Enclave actual play. My name is Meekable. On the server. I also go by Meeks or Meek, and today I will be hosting for these four lovely players over here. Please introduce yourself as well as a what character you will be playing today, and we will start with Jay, aka Brim.
Hello, I am Jay. My character is Brim. Brim is a tiny 4 foot guy with ash gray hair and with the hair covering his eyes. He is a shonen. So you would think, so you would have the idea what it is. Um, with a blue bulb that oozes and holds up the other side of his face. His other eye is covered up by a golden scab, and the bulb itself has tiny blue butterfly wings on top of it. His clothing is very. It looks like he took it off a corpse. It's a small cloak. It has been stitched, and it has dirt, and he is just tiny and silent.
All right, thank you. Next, we will go with Jiro.
I am playing a vessel, of course. Her name is Myrrowen. I have a picture to help me explain it. But in short, she may look like a human, but she may not look like a human. She is like holy, but also like creepy. She has like somewhat slender skin, not slender, but yeah, transparent, so so on. Red hair, tall, doesn't talk much, but yeah, that's
All righty, next we will go with Jules.
Um, I'm Jules. I've been on a few of the other things before. Interestingly enough, only on missions that were part of series so far, and also always in the first one, I believe. Oh, maybe not. I'm playing a Fane, a spectral, ghostly Fane. Her name is Eina, and yeah, small, once died in a war and just decided to stick around. Oh, it wasn't really her choice anyway. And yeah, now she's part of the Enclave, and well, we'll see what's gonna happen today.
We will see indeed. And last but not least, Etch.
Hello, my name's Simon, or Etchasketch in the server, or Etch, as I've just been called.
Sorry.
Um, and I am playing today a very tall 4 foot otterkin by the name of Taikoa, who looks like an otter, but obviously standing up, and he has tribal dress on, so he's got big feathers, feather headdress, and a kilt. And yeah, he's just a very, very friendly, fun-loving otterkin.
Indeed. This is actually these are all experienced players, but I believe that this is a first time mission for three of the four characters. And oh, for the first mission, it will be indeed. All right, so the focus words I received from today's mission are actually unique because two of them are images, one of them is a GIF, that's how I pronounce it, shut up. And finally, I have a traditional focus word spill. I will be showing on the screen exactly what these images look like, and hopefully you will, as you listen to the story that unfolds, will be able to see how these were incorporated in today's mission. All right, with that said, what is the mission statement? This has already been presented to the players. They've already got an opportunity to ask questions. And for the sake of the recording, I will be providing a brief summary of exactly what the mission is. Today, the agents will be going to the realm of Ishad. Ishad is a realm that is mostly water. And despite that, there are more than just sea life. There are even humans called sea folk that inhabit the world. And Uh, for the majority of Ishad's history, it's been peaceful until a mysterious sludge has poured from the sky and landed into the waters of Ishad. Anything that that sludge touched or came in contact with became corrupted, monstrous versions of themselves that when they attack other beings, they also mutate into aggressive, ghastly versions of themselves with instincts to hunt, attack, and infect. One of the tribes in the realm of Ishad is the Rasha people. The Rasha tribe has spent around a generation just traveling and running away from this mysterious substance, which they have called the ink. Um, in the Rashad tribe, there is a young man named Awadri, sorry. And Awadri, having grown up with hearing about how beautiful the world was prior to the terror that the ink put upon the world, decided that he's going to find a way to bring the world back to normal. In his quest, he has actually come into contact with what is known as deep magic. This is an ancient power found only at the deepest depths of the sea that is rumored to only have been wielded by witches on the sea floor. He spent most of his adolescence studying, learning, and wielding this magic to learn all he can, so then he will be able to put a stop to the ink. Where we are now is that Awadri constructed an artifact that is designed to do that very task. While the artifact is active and in place, it takes time for its magic to actually take hold and take effect. So, knowing this, Awadri hid it away, and he only has its key with him. Um, since the activation of this artifact, the world, or especially around the Rasha, has only turned to the worst as the environment around them got a lot more desolate, a lot more dangerous, and everything is tinted with a harsh violet hue due to the sky turning into a vibrant um, the Rashad people finding some sanctuary at a nearby rocky islet um, are understandably perturbed. Awadri has told his people that there is nothing to worry about, that he has used magic to rid the world of the ink, and all they need to do is to weather whatever threats come towards them as um, as the magic uh, takes its time to, uh, for lack of a better term, take effect. Um, He was confident in his resolve. However, such his confidence cracked when he heard the wails of his sister as it was taken by one of the monsters transformed by the ink. The sea folk are all now panicking, and Awadri's resolve is wavering. So the mission of these agents today is to make sure that Owadri's plan succeeds. This means fending off the attempts by the Ink to attack, capture, and manipulate the sea folk until the spell is complete. The key that Owadri has tracks the magic's progress. Owadri is technically the only one who needs to survive. However, his will to not surrender to the ink will be significantly damaged the more he sees his tribe being tortured and taken. If he completely breaks, he will stop the magic, doing both his people and Isha. With that as the mission statement, they're actually going to go ahead with assembly, where after each character is introduced, they will have one final time to ask any remaining questions they may have before we will be going on the mission proper. So, with that said, actually, yes, with that said, we are going to get started. We're going to get started. The four of you are being led down the gray halls of Enclave HQ by a silent, anonymous attendant. For one of you, this is not a new experience. But for three of you, there is some excitement as this is the first ever mission you will be going on as part of your tenure in the Enclave. The halls are monotonous. The ceiling is high, you can barely see the top of it. And the only color that can really be seen, other than your own, are the flashes of color from the occasional agent that passes by, heading to their own mission. Before long, you all arrive at your respective doors that lead into the conference room, where you will all meet your teammates on this mission. The first to open their door is Brim. We already gave descriptions of characters, so please describe what is Brim's first action upon entry.
Brim's first action is to look around the room, and since the mission statement was pretty dire and pretty close to home, he is gonna go to the refreshment area and collect his gallon of blue juice, and he will also pull out some of his own uh amenities, which is a wriggling pulsating bug as he crushes it into the blue juice, and he reaches for the bleach. He thinks about it, but he reaches for the bleach, dunks it into the juice, swirls it a little bit, and walks over to the table and just gets a straw and starts drinking out of it.
Despite the direness of the mission, ironically, the only straws available are the fun little twirly ones.
It's
And
colorful and great. This is the first time he's seen something this magnificent. So he is delighted.
as Brim enjoys this small little moments of joy, I suppose, as he takes his drink and sits at the conference table, the large circular table in the middle of the room that has the Enclave symbol uh, etched into it. The next agent to enter in will be Eina.
Eina.
Sorry, my apologies,
Uh,
Eina.
all good. And yeah, she will enter the room. If no attendant opens the door for them, then they will just float in through the door. They also look around upon entering. Uh, their entire being is cyan colored but still opaque. And upon seeing Brim, they give him a nod and actually walk on over as they're wearing parts of their armor, sitting down at a different table. Greetings. You are
Brim
one of
waves,
my you're one of my fellow agents, I assume.
nods. and waves and slurps.
She gives a small wave back. I'm called Eina. It's nice to meet you.
Pulls the straw off his mouth for the first time and says, "They call me Brim."
Brim. Quite a nice name.
As these two become acquainted with one another, this is when Taikoa enters.
So Taikoa will come bursting into the room, full of excitement and energy, looking around and be like, "Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! How exciting! Uh, oh, hello! I'm Taikoa." And he'll kind of run up to Brim. "Oh, what drink is that? That looks fun."
"Oh, hello. Want some?"
"Hello." "Yeah."
"Sure."
What is your resilience, Taikoa?
My
"How good is your
resilience.
smell?"
I've got good smell. I've got good I've got
"Okay."
sensory. So
Wonderful. With at least 1 point into sensory, as you bring your little otterkin nose towards the drink, you smell the acrid, strong smell of bleach in the drink. Does not smell good.
oh, I think I might get myself a drink from the table over there. It smells like it's got something that won't agree with me. But thank you for the sentiment.
Nods.
And
The butterfly wings on his bulb flap a little, and he goes back to drinking.
so Taikoa will go to the table and he'll find that there's actually a coconut with a straw in it. So he'll grab hold of that. Um, oh, you've got such an amazing array of foods. I've never seen so much fish. He'll scoop up some fish and then go and sit and kind of hit his coconut against Brim's glass. And be like, cheers.
The fish
And
that. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
go on.
I was going to say the fish that Taikoa takes part in tastes as good as it looks.
And it's very strong smelling. So, yes, as he comes bursting towards Brim, you'll be hit by a strong smell of fish, no doubt. And, oh, sorry, who are you? I'm Taikoa. Nice to meet you.
I am Eina. It is a pleasure to meet you as well. And they
Hey.
hold out a gauntlet for a handshake.
Oh, hello. And he'll very energetically shake your hand. Taikoa, when do we stop?
She would just let go after a few seconds.
These strange customs, I have to get used to them.
It is quite alright. The customs of, well, customs in general are a strange thing. That is for sure.
As the handshake ends, this is when the fourth and final agent enters the room. Go ahead, Myrrowen.
So what do you now? I can have more time to explain because somebody not knocking. But what you see is a ghostly slender and pale translucent skin marking some faint glowing crab. Oh yeah, you see a woman walk in. She seems to be very composed and very calm. At first, you think she's like, oh, it's a normal human. But as you look closer, she's like twitching a little bit sometimes. She walks to the table and just, oh, hello there. How are you?
Hello.
Raises a hand.
Yes,
I am absolutely amazing. How are you?
like always. Nothing. Working. Good. I don't know.
I have days like that as well.
So, what are all of your names? If I may know.
I am called Eina. It is nice to meet you.
That's that's good to know. Oh,
I'm Taikoa. Equally, nice to meet you.
oh,
They call me Brim.
awesome. Oh, those are really cool names. Thank you for letting me know. I myself don't have a name, but my species is called Myrrowen, so I guess you can call me also Myrrowen.
Myrrowen. Myrrowen.
Yes, something like that.
Myrrowen.
Alrighty. Just as a heads up, Joe, if you can speak closer to the mic, since you are
Oh,
coming up
Oh,
a little
okay.
bit
Yeah,
soft,
sorry,
that'd be
I'm
great.
speaking really quietly.
Got it.
So yeah,
We will. Sorry, go ahead.
no, no, nothing.
No worries. We will assume that she's soft spoken for the sake of the players. If you can speak closer to the mic, that would be fantastic. Thank you so much. Alrighty. As the agents become acquainted with their fourth squad member, the attendant at the head of the table, that for some strange reason none of the agents have really noticed had been there the entire time, cuts through the chatter with a strong, monotone voice. Any final questions, agents?
Are the creatures edible?
It is not recommended to eat any of the transformed, given that the ink that infected them may also infect you, agent.
Hmm. How large are they usually?
The sizes range, and they have also been seen to fuse with one another to create even more horrible amalgamations.
Oh, that sounds delightful.
Brack's neck.
Are they expecting us?
Your client is Owadri. While he did not explicitly call for the Enclave, we are there to provide assistance before he even knows that he wants our.
Intriguing.
So is there a chance that they will turn on us because they don't know?
If you present yourself as a threat, expect resistance by the sea folk. However, given the situation, their attention right now is towards surviving the inked.
Does do the inked, as you call them, have a way to merge after they're cut down?
While it has not been seen, there is that possibility.
Bram nods and starts drinking his drink.
The attendant looks at the form and sensing no more questions, turns around, begins to walk away, but pauses, turns back, and looks at the four agents. This is unusual for Brim, given that attendants in the past have been pretty neutral. But this time, the attendant pauses and says to the four of you, "Thank you. before retreating into the shadows. And as the attendant disappears, 4 telepads of light shine at the front of the room, waiting for the agents to stand upon them. All right, final actions before port out. Let's start with Brim.
Once Brim sees this, he stands up kind of warily and looks at the three. Is this your first mission?
Yeah,
Yes.
first mission. Yeah, but ready to serve.
No, no.
Brim
This is not
nods.
my first mission.
What? It's not your first mission?
Oh yeah, this is my, I think, third? Very excited.
Hmm. Brim nods and says, "You best steel yourselves. This is not normal." He walks over to his helipad and stands on it.
What do you mean? What's not normal? What?
In that case. And Eina is gonna take out their sword that they have strapped and point it to the air, holding that pose for a few moments to summon up the rest of their full plate to be as armored as possible, if this is unusual, before making their way over to the telepad themselves.
Wonderful. Myrrowen. Also, my apologies, Jiro, for reading over your character sheet. This is not your first mission, Michael.
Yeah,
So,
Myrrowen will just walk to the teleportation pad humbly, and yeah.
and finally, Taikoa.
Psycho's stood there a little bit in shock at hearing this isn't normal. So he kind of turns away so the others can't see and gets his special rock out and just stands there a little bit, kind of like, "Oh, okay, you can do this, Psycho, you can do this." And he turns around, "Let's go, guys, come on!" and bounds onto the final telepad.
As the last agent stands on the telepad, the 4 of you feel a tingling that starts at the bottom of your feet. The sensation is strange, even for Aina, who, despite being an apparition of some sort, still feels this sensation in her uh, throughout her ghostly form. It's a tingling that begins at the bottom of the feet. It climbs all the way up to the legs. When it reaches the center of their bodies, it feels like everything below feels like bubbles that are popping out of existence. That sensation continues to climb all the way up their torso. From the shoulders, extends down to the fingertips, climbs all the way up to the top of your head. Everyone's vision swirls into a cacophony of colors, including colors that none of you thought even existed before. And then the 4 of you blink, and I need reflex from all 4.
Baseline for Eina.
Baseline.
1.
Baseline.
As you all dematerialize into the realm of the shadow, a looming shadow is above the 4 of you all. Brim,
Um, I I use limit break to teleport on top of whatever I sense above me and try to attack it.
awesome. Remind me what the paired action is for limit break again?
Hold on.
No.
Oh, where it is. Paired action card. So the paired action will be a comment on how someone has underestimated you, disrespected you, or similar. So Brim is going to say, So you're gonna attack me when I'm just getting here? All right. And he um, teleports above and tries to attack whatever seems to be looping over them.
The four of you teleport in, but soon standing on the rocky islet is only the three of you as Brim like jumps high and lands on top of whatever is looming over the four of you. It roars in in it roars in annoyance and it it roars in annoyance and it is about to crash down at the remaining four. So Brim, you're on top of this thing.
I'm on top of this thing. Can
Yes.
I use my one might and my unactivated uh ancestral blade to attack it?
Ooh. Now, unactivated ancestral blade, is that what you said?
Yes.
All right, describe to me how you want to attack it.
So as I'm standing on top of this thing, I am going to pull out my ancestral blade and basically give it like a good like slice down. So it kind of like if it has shoulders, I'm basically cutting down the right shoulder of it and making it like buckle underneath me.
Ah, okay, got it. You when you land on this thing, it's less of something with a defined head and shoulders. It's just more of a mass. So the way I would interpret that is that he would take his blade and try to kind of hit it off to one side and try to rip it down as though it were like where the shoulder should be. Am I interpreting that correct?
Yes, basically trying to make it so it's not crashing down on top of the other three, but off to the side. So it still falls, but it's like harmlessly
Love
on
it. What's your
launch.
right?
One.
Already, you take your sword, you put it in, and then when you pull, your ancestral blade is not yet activated. And so you find that it actually gets caught into from what you can tell, like the hide of whatever this thing is. But
Hmm.
with a mighty pull, you manage to take it a little bit off course. It slams down into the water next to where your companions are. Taking, and you do have one reflex if you would like to try to get off of the thing before it crashes down.
I will. I'll like do a backflip just so the fall doesn't do any damage to me.
Lovely. Skill and sensory.
I have one and one for skill, sensory baseline.
Alrighty. You manage to jump off just at the right time, doing a backflip as you do so, pulling your blade out. This thing that you cut through is not really what you expected. You were expecting something like flesh, but whatever you like tried to cut through, it feels a little bit slippery, but at the same time feels tough. Like it is not what you would expect at all. For the remaining three agents, this happened within like seconds of you guys porting in. There is a rush of water that is being splashed on the four of you. First actions, starting with Aina.
She's gonna she's gonna look over the where they're standing on and see where this thing landed in the water. Only baseline sensory, but
So you
it's
guys see that you're standing on looks to be like a little rocky platform. And where this thing fell is where this thing fell was off to the side into the water. I would say in relation to where Aina would have poured it in, I would say off to like right side.
Okay. After that, she'll look at Brim. Thank you. That could have been quite annoying if that thing had hit us.
Let's keep moving.
Yeah.
All right. First actions with Myrrowen.
Myrrowen will just look around. Uh, she's like a little bit confused because there's like so many things happening like so fastly around her. Like there was something falling, then it was caught, and so on. So she's just like spinning around, looking around what's happening.
Wonderful. What is your sensory?
It is baseline, I think. Yes.
There's a lot going on. The situation already feels chaotic, and it's not even been a minute since you poured it in. You're looking around, and the as described, the sky is a almost like a violet shade of purple, very bright and intimidating, and it colors everything in the environment, um, giving it a purple giving it a purple hue. You see in the distance that there is a larger, what looks in almost like a small like mountain or rock formation that is a little bit that is relatively nearby. You would say that it's actually, no, with your baseline sensory, I don't think you can tell how long it would take you to get there, but you can see that there's that rock formation that is relatively nearby and that you would need to cross the sea to be able to get there. Any reactions with this
Yeah.
information?
Um, I see a lot of uh, like entities around me, right? Everybody, like also, right?
You see, so in
Or
addition to the rock, you see your three teammates. You would notice that the water all around you is rushing, and there's a lot of little waves. Um, with your baseline sensory, given the kind of awkward light of this location, you can't, other than that giant thing that tried to go after the three of you, you don't see any other monsters or any other aggressive threats coming towards you at this moment.
oh, okay. Uh, I don't think there's any actions actually Myrrowen will do right now. Actually, then.
No worries. In that
But
case,
yeah.
Taikoa, first actions.
So Taikoa first will be looking at Brim with amazement and a certain amount of respect, having seen in a blink of a second him dealing with this weird um, whatever it was. Um, do do we feel like that thing has gone away, or is it still potentially going to come after us?
What's your spirit?
Two.
The two spirit, I would say, well, would Taikoa have like natural predators um, in the world where he came from?
Yes.
To you, this seems very reminiscent of one such predator that would not be easily drawn back by a minor inconvenience like being swatted away.
Okay. So perceiving that, Taikoa will take out his Sepic shield, which is like a giant wooden shield, and he'll kind of like plant it in the ground with his one sensory towards where he perceives this creature may come from, and will kind of like pull up a barrier which integrates with the environment, um, just to kind of be on guard of this thing kind of coming and attacking us. It gives us an element of defense.
Awesome. So this is your shield?
Yes, that's right.
Septic shield. Okay.
Septic
Lovely.
shield. Yeah.
And are you bracing it right now?
Yes.
Lovely. You see your furry friend kind of go over to where the creature had landed, take the shield that they have with him, and plant it down. And just as he does so, coming from the water, the entity, the thing rises up again. There's a spray of water that's going over towards the four of you, but because of Taikoa's placing, you find that uh, none of you get really significantly wet. You see that this thing is coming up. Sensory from everyone but Brim.
Baseline.
0.
It's
Baseline.
1.
With Taikoa's one sensory plus being close to it, you get a better look at whatever this thing is. And to you, it looks like it is of a tangle of seaweed. And within that tangle, there is you think you see some large fish, you think you see some rocks, just a crazy collection of various things found in the ocean, or rather in the sea. It is coming up. It raises, looking at it, maybe about like 15 feet above you. And once again, it gives a roar before swinging its mass to then try to land on top of the four of you again.
Seeing
Ah,
that about to happen,
mhm.
Eina is gonna look up at it with an expression that's somewhere between annoyed and serious, and stomps on the ground. Halt right there. Using that as an activation of shield wall to summon the shield wall so it spans above the four of us.
Nice. What do your shields look like?
Um, I imagine similar to her general appearance. They look almost ghostly, like a cyan, an opaque cyan, with a mark of a flower in the front, which is the same flower that is also on her banner, though on her banner it's in a sapphire color.
I love it. Your shield wall activates, and you feel a mighty force land and slam on top of it. The shields do brace a little bit, like, but it does still hold up. It does protect the four. It does protect the four of you at this moment. You also feel though that it, after crashing down, it begins to rear its head up once again. Any actions from either Brim, Taikoa, or Myrrowen?
Brim wants to fight it, but he understands he can't focus on this. So he is gonna look around for his for the one that called for help but didn't call for help.
Right now, all around you, uh, you just see your other companions, but similar to Myrrowen, you do see in the distance that large rock formation that seems relatively close by, but you do need to cross the water in order to reach it.
Then he
Question.
is gonna look at the water and just points at it for everyone to know which way he's wanting to go.
Alright, Myrrowen, is everything you want to do?
Uh, is the thing that tried to jump on us? Is it still there? Right? Yeah, it's on
Yes, yep,
shield.
yep. So it's like it landed on the shields and then it's like rearing up
Yeah.
again. Yeah, so you can totally see it.
Okay. I'm looking like straight up because it is above me. Like I'm looking at it like straight, and I'm trying to see like why it's doing this. Like I know it's trying to attack us, but more motives. Spirit 4.
You have four spirits. You look at how it's moving, and it reminds you a lot, kind of like an animal. This is just pure instinct,
Interesting.
pure
It
aggressive
seems to be
instinct.
interesting. It seems to be a pure instinct. I don't even think it's like thinking if it's attacking us or not. It's just attacking.
Right to know doesn't help though. And he's not in killing it.
Taikoa.
So with the other shield that's at Eina, sorry, put up. Do I feel like
Eina.
do I feel like I can move away from my shield and it would actually still hold up, or
That's a great question. With the description of the Sepic shield, it describes that it is braced, provides some protection to all behind it. I would say yes, but it is not as strong as though you were holding it. If that makes sense.
okay. So I'm going to suggest I've got a vessel we can use. I think we should head towards that large mass over there, and it's fairly speedy when I want it to be.
Brim's still pointing.
Alright.
So he's gonna get his catamaran uh, out, and um,
I love it. So catamaran, a small outrigger sailboat that hovers a foot above land. Um,
yeah,
let's see.
and he's also going to use his ability. Um, I quite like motorboating, but it's to boldly go. um, which taking like a small flask at his hip out and sort of splashing against it means that it's supercharged to go very quickly.
Mhm. I love it. So I know the paired action is to anoint the vessel. One more time, what did you?
I took a flask from my hip and sort of poured some alcohol on it.
Love it. So you see your vessel above you, like just like a foot above you. You easily like hop onto it, and then you begin to pour the alcohol on it. It is around this time though that the shadow above you begins to get darker and darker as it goes for a second attack. But with that said, both Aina, Brim, and Myrrowen do have a chance to react.
Uh, I think I'm gonna do arcane manifestation
All right.
probably. Okay, so it's like jumping on me, like again, right? It's
It
like
is about to
trying
like
to slam us.
slam on the four of you. Like imagine
Yes.
this is like you're in the four of you,
Okay.
and like this is the thing that then blah.
I would try to like. Could work. That doesn't kill me instantly with exhaustion. I'm thinking on maybe like I would take out on my ritual tagger
Okay.
and like um oh Father, help me in the sky. I know you turned me down to be fallen down here, and I would like cut off one of my fingers,
Okay.
probably.
Yep.
Probably a pinky finger, but nothing like that much. And I would like to then both hands in the sky, like shoot them up in the sky to probably try to wind push, push it to the side so it misses us. Hopefully.
Nice. Out of curiosity, is Myrrowen associated with any particular color, like white, red, blue, etc.?
I think probably holy, but also cursed. Like she's holy, but also broken. So I think white and black.
Awesome.
It's
And that,
also I have arcane
okay,
three arcane
nice.
to help.
Yep. Especially strengthened by your small sacrifice with your ritual knife. You bring your hands up, and the attention was like a wind, but to everyone around you, it looks like a holy yet eerie aura just emits from your hands and just like pushes against the monster as it tries to slam down once again. Not expecting this retaliation, the force hits the monster just at the right angle that it falls back. Uh, it falls back and then crashes down into the water. Again, there's a bunch of seawater that is coming towards you, but because of the shield wall, it's still in effect, and Taikoa's shield, not too much water is you're not sprayed with too much water. At this
After
point, oh, go ahead.
uh yeah, after that mirror, you will all see Miriam twitching a little bit, and then she will calm down and, oh, hello, where are we? Oh, it seems I switched.
As the let's see, as the water that should have splashed you all uh, comes back down, it is at this point that Taikoa has finished blessing his vessel. All right, actions.
Brim climbs on.
Being on as well.
Myrrowen doesn't know what's happening because she's just switched personalities. Oh, hello guys, where are we? What's happening here?
Brim reaches over, grabs her by the collar, and yanks her onto the boat.
You do have one
Um,
night.
do I have time to quickly grab my shield, or do
Yes,
I?
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. So I'll reach down, grab it, and then let's go, guys! And yeah, if once everyone gets on, it will start shooting quite fast towards that large mass that we could see.
I love it. Now I need from all of you, what is your will stat?
One.
1+.
Uh, Baseline.
So I heard, and then what about you, Brim?
2.
Okay, all right, good to know. The four of you get onto this boat, and then after Taikoa grabs a shield and hops back on, it begins to move closer to the rock formation. Um, is there is there anything you would be doing as you guys are traveling? It would not be a long travel, maybe only like a few minutes. If there's nothing you want to do, I'm just going to start right when you arrive. If there's anything you want to prepare, now would be the time to do it.
Yes. I would like to use Insidious Whispers.
All right.
Uh, could I target the Okay, I'm gonna if I can't target the what was it called, the not oil but the
The ink.
uh yeah, the ink. If I can I target the ink? Question mark.
How would you do that?
Okay. Okay, if I can't target the ink, I'm gonna probably target the monster that we saw because it is controlled by ink.
And so how are you going to? Oh, I guess yeah, specify the target. You don't necessarily have to be seeing the target. Yes. You know
Yeah.
what? I will. I will allow it.
And the question would be like, uh, why did you come to this world? Like, why? Like, why did it like arrive here? Why is it like, yeah,
So you're doing insidious whispers to whatever attacked you, but you're really trying to get to the ink.
yes.
Alrighty. So for the other players, except for Jiro, I'm gonna need you all to deafen, and when I give a thumbs up, that means you guys are good to undeafen.
Uh, how do I
Wait.
do that?
Oh, scroll up and you'll see the deafen like thing. There's the
Yeah.
change audio.
There you go. Just waiting for
Yeah, how do I do it? Oh, deafen. Yep, got it.
Alrighty.
Awesome.
When you information that you receive, it is like a bunch of little voices that come flooding into your head. You hear the gentle whisper of the seaweed that's talking about how it grew from just um, seedling or however seedling is called, all the way up into this brilliant plant. And then you hear about some of the fish, about how they were born and then they grew up into like the adult fish that they are. So it's all these little voices, and you're trying to really single out the ink itself. So what would you do to really like concentrate to get that particular information? Because there's a lot of noise right
Okay.
now.
So visible action. So basically, what my character does when it goes into this whispers, all three souls come out and start circling like the like vessel itself without souls, and they are discussing themselves like, oh, what if we what we need to focus. Let's start. We're targeting this. Are you sure we should do that? And like they're like discussing, and I would try to like use spirit to like locate. I think spirit let locate magic, right? What's
Uh,
your
that has
locating
been
magic
that has been changed in V2. But given that
as?
you're coming back to things, describe to me what you would like to do.
Okay, I would do like small arcane manifestation, like um the three souls that surround me will try to like focus their magic together to like locate the ink basically out of all the voices.
Okay, nice. And I just need one more piece from you, which is what specific action would the three personalities be doing so then they can all focus and hone in on the ink? Would they be like holding hands? Would they be like doing the same like praying motion? Describe it to me.
They will all three will be like putting hands against the Myrrowen's body basically, and then like putting them like down, and then like going below the like below like through the ship and just disappearing to like go search.
Love it. And as Myrrowen feels the three pairs of hands press against her, um, sorry, reading the chat. As Myrrowen feels the three pairs of hands press against her, suddenly all of the voices of the sea life stop abruptly. In her vision, it looks like none of the sea life are there anymore, and you can only see what looks to be in your vision like the uh, the inky flow of this black ooze that had taken over them all. You Now seeing the ink, Myrrowen focuses, trying to understand why are you here? And what she gets back is not an answer, but the overwhelming feeling of pure, uncorrupted, unswaying darkness. It has no consciousness. It just is.
Okay.
Okay. Are you
Yep.
good to return to the
Uh, yeah. Also, one thing that is visible when I do Insidious Whispers is that the souls are spinning around me and then go back into me. Is that okay?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so we got one remaining on the other two. Or are they trying to figure out how to undo it?
Yeah, I just decided to tell them via chat as well.
Yes, yes, thank you so much, Jules.
You're welcome.
Are you are you, are you saying we can join?
Yes,
Ah,
yes I
Yeah.
am. Yes I
Yes.
am. So we're just waiting on Jay, aka Brim. Thank you guys for the patience. I know that took a while. What he wanted to do was kind of complex, so I had to walk him through some like steps to get him to what he really wanted, and it was fantastic. Alrighty, so now with the four of you back, you see that as you're driving on this vessel, or rather as you're going on this vessel, one of your companions just kind of stares off into the distance. Their eyes kind of glaze over, and then all of a sudden she kind of like jolts forward, and it seems like now she has mentally returned back to the present situation.
Brim has done the
Oh,
same
I
thing,
see.
except there isn't anything else like that.
Eina is
Oh,
gonna look at Myrrowen. Are you alright?
Oh, I just was talking with my other friends inside me. Don't worry.
Ah,
I was just discussing a few things.
very well.
I haven't seen a vessel before.
I think
Neither have I.
I think that um I think my character is just going to be so concentrated on making sure the ship's going where it is, didn't even notice.
Mhm.
absolutely. I can see him
Yeah.
definitely being at the head of the ship, for sure. And it
Mhm.
is only minutes before you hear the waves crashing against the side of this large, large rock that is just jutting out of the ocean. And the closer you get, more sounds become more noticeable. In particular, these are screams, wails, pleas um, that you can all understand in Metro. And by the time you guys reach the rock, there is no proper way to really port the boat. It's just kind of like rock that is just coming out of the water.
Is there somewhere we could moor it so we can at least get close to the rock?
Probably.
Like
What's your
tie it
luck?
to
What's your luck?
baseline. Has anyone else got good luck? Here's the rope.
You're looking, and maybe it's just because of the low lighting, but it's really hard to find like a good place to tie this thing up.
Okay. Uh, what should we do now, guys?
Well,
We
get on top of the
climb.
rock, right? That would be the
Weren't
only
there
logical
like the
thing.
sea folk? My friend here
Yeah,
told me, weren't there like sea folk
they're
We're
somewhere?
probably on
climbing.
top of the rock.
Brim has like fully just like what do you mean? It's a rock. You can climb it. And he's like fully just like starting to like figure out a way to climb up there.
Um,
Fortunately, like this rock is very textured, and so there are many like places to put your feet, many holds to hold on to. It's just up to your skill and your intelligence to figure out a way up.
I only have one skill.
That's not my problem.
I have 0.
As you guys all ponder what to do next, there is a clear voice that you hear amongst all of the scream. It sounds like a young man that is yelling at the rest of the sea folk. Just a little bit longer! Please, just a little bit longer! Everything will be okay!
Doesn't look like we have the time to argue whether we should climb it or not.
And when Brim hears this, he is shaken to his core as he has done this before. He has had this form of screaming, and now he very much wants to help and wants to make his way up as fast as he can.
um,
Amazing.
from my sensory, can I perceive that is that sound coming from up the rock?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I would like to use my ability, which I'm probably not going to pronounce correctly. Idiaroa?
Oh,
Tearoa, I think is probably.
Aotearoa. Yeah.
better than what
Which
I could try.
which allows me to read the terrain and features of it and narrate. Basically, I could say that I can see that there's actually, when I stare at the rock, there is actually some logically placed handholds that would mean that we could quite easily get up without great amount of skill.
Absolutely. This is kind of, I think, the intent of the ability. It seems to be, let's see, just the play and out from this instinct, and I'm like, oh, okay, actually, yeah, no, this makes sense. Yeah, you're looking up and you see kind of where shadows stand out to you to that look like the handholds and footholds that look safe enough to hold on to. And I'll also give you this because it was a great play that uh, fortunately the uh, it doesn't look it looks like these footholds and handholds are appropriate to your small sizes.
Follow me, guys. I can see the way. And I'll start clambering.
Lovely. Who else starts climbing the rock?
I do. Very much so.
Eina,
Very quickly.
Eina is gonna take a look at the rock and sheath her sword. Well, let's do it. And with this sheathing motion, kind of the opposite of a heroic pose, I hope you'll still allow me. She would dismiss the majority of her armor, except for the gauntlets and the boots, so that she can still touch the rock, but that she isn't weighed down by it.
Got it. Absolutely. Myrrowen?
I guess there's Myrrowen is definitely not good climber. Don't think she has ever climbed even like a mountain. Yeah, I think Myrrowen will just try to climb it.
Got it. Sounds good.
Yeah,
Okay, with that said, I need from the four of you vigor and skill and sensory.
space.
Cool. Awesome. Great. Good to know.
Uh, Eina has one vigor and baseline in the other two.
Great.
1 vigor, 1 in s- skill, and baseline and sensory.
Okay.
Got one vigor, one in sensory, baseline in skill.
Okay. It takes time for you guys to make your way up the rock. Myrrowen in particular seems to be having um, more of a difficult time just not being used to this environment. But because of um, with the help of Taikoa's ability, he is able to point out to all of you exactly where to put your feet and your hands, so then you can slowly but surely make your way up this rock formation. Um, as you do, though, every now and then there'll be some water that splashes against the rock. Some of some of these waves are huge, and when they slam against the rock, you get sprayed with water. But fortunately, again, with Taikoa's help, you manage to hold on to formations that are stable enough for you to get a good grip on. You get higher and higher, and as you do, more voices become more distinct to you. You hear two voices of men, one saying to the other, "Just a little bit further! Get higher! Get higher! Not gonna leave you behind! You're gonna come with me! I'm coming already, alright? Just go on!" There is another set of voices. There is a young child that is crying, and another female voice saying to them, "It's okay, child. I will protect you. I will make sure that nothing will ever get to you." A third and final voice that becomes clear as you guys uh, climb up is is just wailing um, of another older woman. I can't. She's gone. She's gone. Any reactions to any of these, or do you continue to climb?
Are we like right next to them
No.
or no? Then
I
yeah.
completely don't care. I will just continue climbing, struggling.
Brim
I mean,
is
even
very
faster.
much drawn to the distress.
Rim is what?
He is drawn to the distress of the screaming and crying, and he is like more or less just like, nope, yeah, no, I have had, oh no,
I think Taikoa also like hearing the sound of a child would kind of want to see if they could offer some help.
With your +1 to sensory, looking around, you think you see something moving alongside the rock, but the voice that you heard is much farther away. If you want to go and help, it would be a bit of a divergent of where, I guess, on the way to the top, um, which means that you'd be relying on your teammates' own uh, survival instincts to be able to make their way up with uh, with your absence. You can
is
still go if
this
you'd like.
or Taiko? Taiko.
Yeah.
Taikoa.
Taiko.
Taikoa. Thank you.
Yeah.
um, Taiko is kind of torn, but realizes that if they don't show the others the way, they're not going to get there. So he'll look over to Brim and see that as he reacted the same way, be like, "Are you okay to go on your own?"
I'm going.
Okay, fairly well. I'll see these to the top.
Brim didn't even listen to you that last bit. He is fully just. like beastly slash like inhumanly like climbing onto the rock and just like it seems that he has climbed things before and like not gently in a sense. It's very like climbing, jumping, and just like grasping at rocks.
Absolutely. And Brim separates himself from the rest of the squad as Taikoa leads the rest higher and higher. We're going to take a small break. I gotta use the bathroom. You guys are doing so great that uh, I drink so much water. So I'll be right back.
I'm going to get some water as well.
I'm making
Okay,
coffee right now.
same.
All right, no rush. Gonna wait for everyone to come back.
Hmm.
Oh, Meeks.
Yeah.
I did not realize that I did level up because of last mission.
Ah, got it. In that case, we can do the level up. Next time, we're just going to assume your previous level stats.
Okay.
Cool beans, cool beans. And if you need any help with any perks or whatnot, let me know.
Yes. I'll work on them eventually.
Q, 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 Q.
Looks
All
like
right. Oh,
everyone's returned.
looks like it. Also, Jay, just checking in. Do you know? Do you have a more concrete time of you of when you think you're going to need to leave, or
I don't
um?
think I'm gonna need to leave. I
Okay.
am gonna have to do a small like um uh break because someone's gonna come in. It's gonna be an interruption. So there'll be a small interruption, and I'll come back here very quickly.
Perfect. All right. In that case, we are actually going to be sticking with Myrrowen, Taikoa, and I want to say Eina.
I have decided that I like the Eina pronunciation more after hearing it spoken out loud. So Eina is
Eina?
fine.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Well, for consistency's sake, I'll stick with Eina for the rest of the mission. But with
Uh,
that said, we're going to stick with these three as Taikoa continues to lead the three of them upwards, doing their best to steel their nerves against the woeful cries that they hear of the sea folk around them. But it is not too long before you, I take it that Taikoa is leading the way, and you would see above you that there is a sea folk that is just like holding on to the rock. It doesn't look like they're climbing up.
You need help there.
Who are you?
We're here to help.
Help! I, please save them. I can't. Just a little bit longer. Just a little bit. And you see that as this person is talking, something sways around their neck. It looks to be some sort of something that is glowing,
Like a key.
like a key.
My friend went to help the others. We're here to help you. And I'll
You are?
walk up. Yes,
I, I don't think I can do this on my own. Thank you, whoever you are.
you're not alone. You're not alone. I'm Taikoa, and these are my friends Eina and Myrrowen.
He doesn't look down to look at actually any of you, but hearing that there is more than one of you definitely helps. As you hear him like taking a deep breath and a uh, shaky exhale to try to calm his nerves, and he says, "We just need a little bit more time. I can't give in to the ink. It wants me to stop the spell, saying that it'll stop whatever terror is putting on my people. I can't give in.
You can do it. We know you can succeed. That's why we're here.
Are you sure?" And before he can finish the sentence, there is a large crash as something large hits the side of the rock formation. Um, I need reflex from all.
Yay,
Baseline.
baseline.
Baseline, all of us.
One.
Baseline.
Got it. Um, this sudden shake, this sudden the sudden like force catches all of you off guard, and your grip slips. Um, let's see, with baseline reflex, describe to me how the three of you are going to steady yourselves, unless you guys just
Is
want to fall into the water, which I don't.
is shield wall off cooldown?
Great question. Give
It's
me
a
a
low cooldown.
in that case, yes, it is off.
Okay, in that case, as soon as Aina feels the impact and feels herself start to slip,
Yep.
she's not confident that she can hold on. So they will. Hold on, let me just read to make sure that it would work. Yeah, should work. They'll just close their eyes for a moment and actually let go with a hand in order to punch against the rock
Nice.
before falling down and using this punch as the stomp to activate shield wall below the group of them to not quite a line but more a square of shields to catch them all like 2 or 3 feet below them or below
I
the lowest one of them.
I love it. Is there anything that the two of you would be doing, or would you just be
Uh, I
following?
already, I already know I cannot hold it. I'm just like, and let's go. Just like falling down. I don't even know there's a shield wall down there. I'm just like, I can't hold it anyways.
I
Just
think
let it go,
I would.
falling down.
I think I'd probably reach for my my club and maybe try to sort of ram it into one of these handholds, so that I can kind of hold on to it and not fall too far.
Nice. With your +1 to might and your +1 to sensory, you quickly take out your club. The moment you see something that catches your attention, you jam your club into it, and you're like holding onto it. Uh, you do your best to uh, hold onto it. You just manage to uh, catch yourself. You look below you and you see the shield wall set up further below in case you would fall. Meanwhile, Myrrowen, as you're falling, you find yourself a little as you land butt first onto the shields.
Oh, I didn't fall down. Awesome.
Are you okay?
Yeah, we're fine. Are you okay? Is our client okay? As
I
she
don't
would
know. Are you
they would look
okay?
up.
See, from where you are, he is out. Oladwi is out of your sight. For a moment, there's no response before there is a yell of, "Yeah, I'm okay."
We're coming to get you.
As you say that, there is a loud shriek of distance, and we are going to cut over to Brim. We're going to rewind time just a little bit as you separate from the group. I take it that you want to. Which of the distressed cries do you want to head towards?
Anything that's closest to me,
The
I
cl-
like.
Mhm.
I don't really discriminate between any of them. I just discriminate towards what's the closest one I can gather or, help out.
Got it. The
Because I
closest
feel
one.
like I would be more, if I reach one of them, um, I will be visible to the rest of them.
Mhm.
So they can probably see me helping one. So they'll, like, all, like, you know, my presence will help out a little bit.
Awesome. The closest one you go to, it looks like two male sea folk adults,
Mhm.
and one is climbing. One is for a little bit further ahead of the other, and whereas the second is trailing behind a little bit. And as you get closer, you can see why. His everything from his let's see. Yeah. Oh, that'd be too. Oh, okay, I'll be a little bit gentle. You see that one of his hands is covered with the entangling ink seaweed that is occasionally uh, trying to stick onto the rock to pull him down.
Mm.
The one up ahead just says, "Stay strong, just a little bit further." And you can hear the one at the bottom saying, "Doing my best over here, okay? Don't worry, I'm gonna survive this. I'm not gonna die to some seaweed."
Um, is the seaweed wrapped around him or engulfed?
It's like
Engulfing.
wrapped around one of his arms.
All right. So Brim is gonna try to reach him and basically stab his fingers into the rock and look at the man and say, "Need help?"
When you make your presence known, he screams, just not expecting your presence there. Um, Not even aware that you asked for help. He takes his one, uh, he takes the arm And he's holding on to the rock with his good hand, and then with his other arm, the one that's trying to like pull him down, he does his best to try to like swing at you, but is doesn't have a good enough control or grip on his arm to do so. And you hear above you, "What? Who's that? Who's that?"
As he does it like does the arm get close to me?
Not really.
Not really. Brim, as he sees this, he is going to unlatch his grubby little hands from the rock and tries to help him remove the seaweed from the arm.
Oh my god, are you gonna like use like jump off the rock and like grab the seaweed with both of your hands?
Um,
Is
it's
that what?
kind of he's in a way he wants to not no he's not letting go of the entire like rock cliff unless he's like basically steel toeing his feet into the into the rock and
Mhm.
trying to like use both hands. Is that a thing he can do? I think that would be funny to do.
Well, here's the thing. Right now, Brim is like pressed against like this rock face.
Hmm.
You have like one arm that's close by, or that's closer to the
Hmm.
man, and I will say that the arm covered with seaweed is the one that's closer to you.
Hmm.
But to like kind
So
of like pivot and like use both hands is super dangerous.
so he's not gonna unlatch. He is going to move closer and like stab like basically knuckle fisting his fist into the pillar so he has an anchor arm and he is trying to unravel the seaweed with the other.
Got it. So you're holding onto the rock with one, and you're trying to like grab at the seaweed with the other, right?
Yes.
Seaweed is is when you
Hmm.
grab onto it, it's almost as upon realizing that it's been snagged, like squirms out from your grasp, even no matter how like hard you try to hold on to it.
That's
Um,
good. Oh, sorry.
no. Okay, I will say that the other thing I'll describe is that you will see that some of the seaweed then like starts to attach itself, wrap itself around some of the nearby rocks, forcing this guy's arm against the rock face, and now it's almost like it's ripping his arm off of its socket as the seaweed is trying to get closer to try to wrap around you instead.
um Brim is going to say, do you have a knife? To the man.
Oh, you asked him if he has a knife?
Yes.
Luck.
Baseline.
I dropped it a while ago.
Mm, okay. um at this point, Brim is just going to basically grab onto this man's arm. He is fully on this man's arm. He's letting go of the cliff face
Oh
and
my god.
go and grabbing onto the arm now.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah.
And at this point, he's like, "Okay, you're gonna. I'm gonna need. Oh wait. Okay, wait. Okay, better description. I am going to wrap a hand around the middle of the seaweed arm,
Uh
and
huh.
I'm going to yank it away from the cliff face so it's no longer trying to socket his arm off.
Got it. Might.
One.
With a mighty pull, you hear the ripping of the seaweed against the rock face as you pull this man's arm off of the cliff face. Your force, your force is so intense that the man was not expecting this kind of sudden action and begins to fall a little bit, having let go of his other grip. But he manages to catch himself a little bit lower. There is. Was the intention just to rip the arm away or to grab the seaweed as well?
Seaweed as well. So it's trying to attach to me and not him.
Yes, and exactly that goes exactly as described. As some seaweed is still on this man's arm, but you have this clump of like wriggling, slippery, uh, like black plant that is now engulfing from your fist all the way up to your arm. And since you are small, it easily reaches your neck and like half of your torso.
It reaches my neck.
Yes.
Um, and is it attaching to my clothing or my flesh?
It is trying to wiggle. It is trying to wiggle beneath your clothing to your flesh.
Oh, awesome. I'm gonna unlatch my training weight,
Yes.
and as this happens, so where is my training weight? Training weight. Okay, so as I do this, the training weight like burns to life, and I just like rip it off, and
Mhm.
this as I rip it off, the seaweed is being pulled down with it, and
Mhm.
I am and I feel like I can breathe again, and I want to grab this man by the collar.
So they're not wearing any clothes.
Grab
And
this man by the scruff of his neck.
there's not much stuff. I mean, this is painful, but like technically speaking, the thing that you
No.
can grab onto is like their hair, but that would suck.
I'll
Yeah,
grab him by the arm that was holding on to the cliff's face. That one's a little more not damaged or hurt.
got it. All right, that is so sick. Alrighty, like feeling the seaweed, like squirming underneath your clothes, trying to get in between where the space between your collar and your neck. Grab onto your training weight. It burns, uh, it glows, and then you take it off, drop it, and the seaweed that was attached to it then is like ripped off, not ripped off, but like as it falls, as the training weight falls, the seaweed that was holding on to you falls off as well. Like almost like a sticker, like
Yeah.
as this thing falls, you grab onto the arm of the man who is actually quite stuffed, considering that he had to like hold onto the wall really quickly to avoid falling all the way down to the water. His the skin on his torso and his arms just like shredded by the friction of the rock. But you hold on to him. Above you, um, you can hear a voice asking, "Pucci, Pucci, are you okay?" And then the man that you hold onto says, "I'm here, Yoki. You can't kill me that easily."
As they're talking, um, the training weight finally clashes into the water, and a giant geyser of water basically shoots up to the top of the rock, so the team can also see like a little small geyser of water, and then it goes all the way down.
I'll give you most. Because I'm trying to think. Gravity. That's good. What even is gravity? Um, I'll give you almost to the top of the rock. Like pretty darn high that yes, your teammates can't see, but not all the way to the top.
And as this is happening, Brim is gonna say, "Hold on," and he like wants to like basically shoot up to basically Hulk style like jump, to the other section where the other man is.
Oh dang! Would this be a matter of like? This I would take it as a matter of strength, yeah.
Yes.
And you do have one vigor.
One vigor. No, I was trying to update that, but it was wrong, so I just. Oh no no no! Wait, I put it in arcane. Yes, I have one vigor.
Got it. Maybe it's just the adrenaline. You don't even feel a little bit tired yet, despite the action happening all around you. So you're holding on to this man, and you want to like Hulk climb like up to the other man, basically, right?
Yes, to the other voice.
Now, even with one might, it does take you some time to do this. You can't quite do like a jump straight to the
Yeah,
man, but you can kind of like
yeah.
as you're holding on to
I also
and
want to freak him out a little bit because I am like slightly animalistic in my way of climbing.
I mean, it's mission accomplished. You freaked him out the moment he saw you, so I mean,
Even more.
even more. Okay, but I think again, his mind is like to escape the ink, and the
Mhm.
ink itself. So while he is terrified, you can't tell if he is reacting necessarily to your fronts as you use your might to just get up to where who you presume um, Yoki is.
Mhm.
And before long, you are just underneath. Uh, you're just underneath Yoki, who climbs a little bit down to meet you and Fuji at eye level. You see Yoki like grab or like wrap an arm around Fuji and say, "Hey, hey, hey, stay with me, stay with me, stay with me." And then Yogi says in response, "Oh gosh, ah, I need a break. It burns."
Mm. Brim, like as he's as the man is being like basically taken away from him, he like allows this and he climbs up to another side so they have a little space.
And as you leave them, that is also when you would hear a loud shriek, um, a loud shriek of a young girl. And we're gonna cut back to the three of them, three other agents.
Mhm. Yep.
Lovely. Already, this shriek pierces the air. There is another voice that screams, no! There is a splash, then a wailing.
I I would like to use my ability Kapu Tapu, which I probably said wrong, and like make the proclamation: "No one may fall while the rescuer's breath is steady." Um, and I'd like the sort of reaction to that to be um, that if someone does kind of lose their grip, the wind would push them up against the rock face.
I love that. Oh, that's great. Sorry, just I love that. Okay, great. Unfortunately, it does not work retroactively. But as
No,
you
but I'm thinking
say,
moving forwards. Yeah,
yep, as you say this into the air, you feel a slight shift in the atmosphere. And there is a that you feel just kind of wrestling up on the fur alongside your back, almost in a reassuring way that it will uh, that it will protect these people to the best of its ability.
In what direction?
Mhm.
Sorry. In what direction did we hear the scream of the girl coming from?
As far as you can tell, it sounds like on the literal other side of the rock.
Of course.
Let's see. I think of the three of you, Eina would be the closest to Owadui. But before we get to her, Myrrowen, any actions, reactions?
Uh, I don't think actually Myrrowen has many actions. She would like she's still on the shield wall. She will like try to get back to the rock and
Mhm.
start trying to climb it again.
Totally. Absolutely. Yep. You remembering Taikoa's instructions, you see a familiar foothold and you begin to climb your way back up the side of the mountain. Eina, you are the closest to uh, uh yeah, you're the closest to Owadri. And you can see that he is, excuse me, he's gripping onto the wall, and you can see him like shuddering. You think he's crying.
Okay. How far away? Like, she is gonna also start to climb back up again and climb over to Owadui.
As you
And one.
begin to climb, you see from the side of your vision something that begins to like kind of, it almost looks like it's like hopping towards your direction. You look,
Okay.
and it looks like a collection of fish that kind of have been twisted and kind of mutilated in a way that
Mhm.
makes them look ghastly, and they're kind of like almost like they are part of a hive mind, begin to like flock over towards you and Owadri.
Okay. Um. Okay. Seeing that, how stable would it look to just like? How stable would it be to stand here on something without holding onto the rock?
What's your luck?
Baseline.
Not not stable. Like maybe you'd be able to like push your like feet, the balls of your feet like against the rock for maybe a little bit of balance, but like oh, the slightest push will
Hmm.
push you off.
Okay. Um. Let me just see if this would exist. 'Cause I have an idea on how to go about this. I just have to. Okay.
No worries, you need some time.
Okay. Yeah. Um. I'm good.
Right.
So she is gonna look between the fish, or do we just a general overlook of the situation?
Mhm.
Realize that this is not the best situation to use her bastard sword. And so she will turn over to face more towards Adwi. I know it'll be difficult, but you have to stay strong here. And if somehow possible for you, if you feel like you're able to, you could help me get these things away from us. If not, that would be fine as well. But you have to stay strong, and you have we have to work together to get through this. And use this as a paired action to activate two arms, conjuring, but conjuring for herself her full plate back on,
Yes.
and for both of, and for our Adui also like not quite heavy armor, but like leather breastplate so that he's somewhat protected, because she doesn't know how used he would be to having actual armor. And for both of them, not quite a harpoon, but like a fishing / hunting knife in one hand.
Ooh,
That's
okay.
like I don't know, a foot or two long. I don't know how, but able to be wielded in one hand, basically.
Yes. Yes. That is so sick. As you finish your reassuring words, Audrey turns to you. They're about to open their mouth. They're about to defy you. Say, like, they can end this all if I just give in to the ink. But before he can, he feels a weight on him. And then noticing that the armor that he now has, and then on in his hand, he has a weapon. There is a little bit of stirring inside of him as now he feels for the first time not defenseless against this threat. He instead looks to you and says, yeah, yeah, we can do this just a little bit longer. You see him like quickly grab the key around his neck, look at it. It's like glowing. The glow around his neck is brighter, but it doesn't seem to be quite ready yet. And he just like puts it underneath the armor. You can actually
Mm-hmm.
you can tell by how he holds the weapon. He knows that it's dangerous, but he doesn't really know how to wield it per se. And so he's just kind of like bracing himself, um, waiting for the inked fish to come closer.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what would you like to do?
Um, I have. Well, she is gonna steady herself in preparation for the enemies. How many fish did you say there were, roughly? So
Too many to count.
just keep it off.
A lot.
Oh,
My favorite
okay.
number.
Uh, mm-hmm.
All
Okay,
right.
I think. Uh, okay, I.
I can give
The
you a
shield
moment
wall
to
is still
oh,
up,
the shield
right?
wall, that's actually a great
Or
question. The duration is low. I would say that by the time that Myrrowen got off of the shield to return to climbing, the shield wall had ended.
okay, that's
Yep.
fine as well. Um,
I can give you a moment to think while I go back
yeah.
to Taikoa and to Myrrowen. Both of you in your respective positions, Myrrowen being um, the lowest and Taikoa being somewhere in between Myrrowen and Eina, would be next to hear just like the like plop plop plopping of like something that's kind of like hitting against the rocky face of this structure, and it is going. You can see that it is almost like a wave. Yes, it's going mainly towards Aina and Owadri, but you two are in its path as well. Any actions?
Okay, so
How
we see like uh what?
I was just going to ask how quick could we get up to where they are, or do we need to defend? Are they gonna get to us before we could get to the other two?
What is your? I say this would be a skill thing. What would be your skill?
Baseline.
You don't think you could make it in time before it gets there.
Okay. Okay.
You do have time to do like some sort of reaction or prepare, but if you want to like try to get all the way up to where those two are, you don't think you'll have enough time to do that.
Well, Mirror, and do you want to say what you were gonna do, and then I'll say what I'm gonna do.
No, I just wanted the confirmation. So we have like a lot of little fishes trying to kill us, right?
Yep, I would say the fishes are about like yay big, and there are like a lot of them, like just like it almost looks like a whole like wave of fish.
So Taikoa.
We are.
Go on.
No, you two go. I was thinking out loud. Sorry.
Yeah, so Taikoa will grab his shield from his back,
Mhm.
and he will place it into the cliff face, so it's acting like a barrier between him and the fish.
Oh, I love it.
Actually, sort of merging with the cliff face to kind of give a level of more protection, and he'll shout down to Myrrah and say, "Come, come, quick! These are bad fish."
No, he's good. They're not stinky. All right, I love it. You force this shield into the rock face. You see the rock begin to like meld into your shield, and as this onslaught of fish comes, it almost feels like there's like fish going like above you and below you, as it's almost like as like a barrier is being like pushed away, not pushed away, but like you're being protected from this oncoming of fish. Meanwhile, Myrrowen, when Taikoa says, come here," do you go to Taikoa?
I would like to do arcane manifestation.
All
Uh,
right.
Probably gonna burn a lot of essence, but who cares really right now? Uh, could I do like what I wanna do is like create like a whip to like throw up in the air so I can climb it.
Ooh.
So how it would, yeah. So how I would do it is, I would say a prayer like, "Oh Father, help me in these dark times. Grant me the power of your will. Even though you threw me away, I still need you, oh Father, oh God." And I will like let go, so I'm starting to fall, and I'm like with both hands trying to like throwing them upwards to like cast magic to the whip.
Mhm.
Hopefully, get the rope from
And what
there.
in particular would you be trying to grab onto?
Trying to throw it to the shield.
To the shield. Oh, that's sick. Okay. Yes, I would say that this is your second major arcane manifestation. So,
Yes.
with that said, I will addendum just a little bit. I would say that you'd be saying the prayer as you're falling, given that you don't have enough time to say the
Yes.
prayer and then fall. But yes, as the words leave your lips and you have your hands outstretched, once again, you see that kind of ghostly aura emit from your fingers and then shoot out. And Taikoa, from where you are, you would see all of a sudden something kind of white and wispy kind of like wrap around your shield.
Ah, what the?
Now, is the intention like kind of like a rope gun where it would just like bring you up, Jira, or would
No, I
it
have to
be
climb it.
okay? Got it. So you're just
Climbing.
holding onto it. Got it. Got it. As soon as that happens, you would feel actually no. Oh, because it's your aura. Interesting. Okay, yes. There would be this fish that would come by. They all go your through your ghostly whip, I would say. And so as a result, you're not being like pushed or swayed away by these creatures. But what does happen is that while they go past it, you see that a couple of them try to jump towards you. Maybe
I
only
want to
like
put on.
mhm.
Yeah, I want to put on the death mask also.
Oh, I see.
Death
So
mask.
you're holding on
Yeah.
to this, holding on to this. These things are coming towards you. I would say that one or two manage to land on you, and then you put on your death mask. Describe to me what your death mask looks like.
Um, it's basically like it's half white and half black. Like it's like white and black. So imagine like you know like this circus mask, like half smiling and half sad. It's basically like that.
Mhm.
but like more like holy somehow. Like there's like holy like halo drawn onto it.
Got it. Sick. Alrighty. Uh, Taikoa, this fish kind of like rushed towards you. You're being mostly protected, so you're but you do see that this onslaught is just coming and coming and coming, and you have to like really push against your shield to make sure that it, despite being part of the rock formation, really stays. Um, with your +1 to sensory, you would feel like one, two, and then maybe three, something just kind of like sticky and slimy just kind of land on it.
Okay.
Alrighty, and then
Um,
go ahead.
so these fish have landed on me.
A few of them.
Okay.
Going up to Aina and Awadri. These fish are
Mm-hmm.
coming. Awadri gives like a mighty yell as he is like trying his best to like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. What would you be doing, Aina?
Um, with a quick look around, would there be enough? Like there are a lot of these handholds, right?
Yes,
Or at least, yeah.
yes.
Okay, I think Aina would take the hunting knife that she took for themselves and try to ram it into the stone to have something to more safely stand on
Nice.
before reaching to her back for their banner and with us just for flavor with a stomp on the knife. Man, defend us! Hold the line! She would summon 5 soldiers. Um, and the all of them wearing similar armor to themselves, with also an emblem of a sapphire shape, a flower-shaped sapphire, the same one as the icon on the banner itself.
Hmm.
Would appear on the footholds with similar equipment, like a similar hunting knives, to also help get these fish away from them.
That is sick. Okay, interesting. So you jam the
Which,
hunting knife into the stone wall, so then you have somewhere to put your feet,
yeah,
and then you use
and
your banner to summon some men from your realm.
actually,
Yes.
could I change the rallying cry just a bit because I just remembered something.
Yes, please go ahead.
So the rallying cry would be Sapphire Order, come defend us from these enemies, as they were the commander of the Sapphire Order, which is what the icon is based on.
Oh, sick.
So literally summoning the order that she commanded in the war, or at least some of them.
Now, question: would they be alive or would they be ghostly like
Um, technically, none of the others would have turned to ghosts, but also, given the entire thing, maybe I'll say that uh, they look, they don't look like Eina does, like cyan, some and opaque. They look human, but they would not be alive. They are more in the realm of zombie warriors than ghosts.
you? I love it already. You put down your banner. You make your proclamation. These fish are like centimeters away from your face, and by the time you finish, they come. But then you also feel a lot of them being taken down and slain down as your warriors holding on to the side of the rock come to your aid, their weapons in hand, and basically cutting down as much of the uh, danger as they can.
Mm-hmm.
You can see that
Uh,
some of the fish begin to like they try to go like inside of the armor of these things, but because they themselves are ghosts, they're unaffected.
mhm. And as a proper commander should, they will continue yelling out, "We can do this, man! If we just get rid of these fish, they are nothing to us. They are weak. They cannot pass this line," to activate Geroniuz.
Yes! Yes! Nice. Sorry, just taking a look. Yes, sick. Oh, that is so sick. Okay, sweet. You save Gara things. The men, as best as they can, they cheer on like ah, and they work even harder to cut down these like uh, these fish that are just coming your way. Um, you can see that the formation of the fish is less uniform. Before it kind of almost like serpentine like. Uh, but now after Gregara things, you see that they're kind of like spreading across quite a bit. Um, Unknown to them, they've been rattled and disoriented by Gregara things.
And also bolstering the morale of the soldiers and of Owadui.
Absolutely. Yep. Awadri, for a while, he was just completely consumed by those creatures. But as after your Gera things, some of them begin to like hop off as he just continues to slice as fast as he can with this harpoon like tool that you gave to him. He is uh he's screaming out a battle cry as he does so, and you see the key around his neck get a little bit brighter. Going to cut over to Brim. Brim, you are going to the next pair. You're going to the. Actually, we're going to rewind time a little bit. You heard a screaming of a little girl, a splashing in the water, and then like the wailful cries of a woman.
Um, so do I hear any other women other than just the older woman?
Sensory.
Um, Baseline.
With all the commotion, you can't tell. You hear yells, can't really, other than like that very piercing cry that you heard earlier, you can't tell who's man, who's women.
Um, and I heard a splash, right? Oh no. Okay. Is going to jump off and chase after whoever fell off.
What is your resilience?
Aliens. Baseline.
In that case, I will ask, are you sure?
Ah!
Because you can, but oof,
Okay, but here's the thing though.
yes,
Oh, now that you say that, I'm not going to.
if you're up high.
You're up if I'm gonna get hurt, like severely hurt like that, then whoever fell has no chance. So he is going to keep climbing to the next pair.
Yep. So you're just climbing to like the other ones that you can see, right?
Mm-hmm.
Surprisingly, the one that you see next isn't one of the voices that you heard. This one is an older woman, actually. Her back is against the rock face. So she's kind of like holding on to the rock, like her back against it. It looks like she's just staring out into the distance. At first, it looks like she is just unmoving. Is she even alive? But you see that the bottom of her jaw is trembling, and you see some like black ichor start to pour out of her eyes.
Mm. He, with my baseline sensory, do I think I can even save her?
Sensory? I mean,
Or
sensory wise, he looks bad. If you want to
or
do
spirit?
spirit,
With my spirit is one.
I would say You get the feeling that she's not completely gone yet, but right now she is undergoing through immense pain.
Um, anything that he can do since he only has one divine fruit and he doesn't know if he's gonna need it in the future. So
As you
he is.
ponder what to do, all of a sudden you're looking at this woman, and all of a sudden her head snaps, looking toward you.
Um, I'm gonna say at this point, I want to hold. I'm gonna hold a reflex. Um, wait to see what she will do.
You don't have to wait long, as in all of a sudden it looks like she is just teleporting right in front of you.
Mm.
And then like with one hand she takes her head and like pushes it against the rock face, and then her mouth is stretched open wide, and then something viscous begins to escape and go towards you.
Um, can I grab whatever part of her body I can and just toss her out into the ocean?
That would be her neck, and yes, you can.
I'm gonna do that. I just want to toss her into the waves.
Yep. You grab her and you give her a toss. You don't watch her fall, but even with, I think you have baseline sensory,
Yes.
you don't hear a splash.
Mm,
But she's not there. She's not there with you. It doesn't seem like you got anything on yourself.
I
Action.
know, but that's still like frustrating to Brim because he's like, I was expecting a splash. Why isn't there a splash? I'm gonna have to deal with you later.
Yep. 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 Yep.
And
Yep. Yep.
he is going to yell down at the two below him and say, "Climb!"
Oh, they're moving. They're moving.
They're
I
moving.
think
They're
it.
right next to me.
No, no, they're not right next to you, but like you kind of left them, and like as soon as they got it, they took a moment. They like they're moving. You don't have to worry.
Okay, they're moving. Yeah,
Yeah.
but he's still gonna yell climb, and he's gonna go to the
Fair enough.
next.
Fair enough. Yep. You are. So now what? So are you like also climbing? Where
I'm going
else are
for.
you climbing towards?
I'm going towards. So there was an old woman, and then there was two. He's going to the girl. Like he's hearing a little girl, and he
Yes.
is like going for that one because it seems that that one's the more shaken of the two.
Yep.
So yeah, if he gets her spirits up, it might get the adult to move faster as well.
You go over. You're like, okay, I heard a girl. Let's go over. Let's go over. When you last saw the girl, you don't see them anymore, nor the woman.
Mm.
But above you, you can hear another cry. This one, it sounds like more like an infant's cry. And then also, when you look above, you can see that there is a young man that is holding on to the side of the rock. It looks like he has one hand that's holding on, and then another hand that seems to be cradling something. You can see that the legs of this young man, have been pierced and essentially preventing him from being able to climb up any.
Um, he Brim doesn't know what an infant is, so
No.
all he hears is like a humanoid with a high pitched screaming,
Mhm.
and he is like, okay, a battle cry. Okay. He is climbing towards that, and he sees the pierced legs, and he climbs up and he looks at the man and says, "Are they a warrior? Are they hurt?"
He looks towards you. At first, his eyes like widen in fear, thinking that he is going to be attacked. But seeing that instead, you ask, you're talking to them, asking them a question. He just looks at you, and then he like tries to shove the baby towards you and says, "Protect her, please."
Okay, but are they hurt? Like
They're
grabs onto the
defenseless!
baby.
She's just a baby!
Is that a title?
And she
Okay.
pushes it towards. He just has to like push it towards you, not even waiting
He
for you.
grabs it, but he's like
Yes.
wondering like, okay, this is a small person, but I feel like they can still shank something.
Well, what's your spirit?
Spirit is 1.
Yes, you've never seen a baby before. Your species, they don't develop like normal humans do. But holding this tiny thing in your hand, it feels like the most delicate thing you've ever.
Brim holds onto it and is looking at the man and says, "Are you able to carry on?"
Just go! Just go!
Brim like moves his cloak and basically swaddles it like so his cloak is now just basically like swaddling the baby and says, "Okay, package." And starts climbing up.
You're climbing up. You do not hear the boy fall after the young man come after you. But
Mm.
you're climbing up. Gonna cut
Price is
back
we made.
going to cut back to the three of you. Um, at this point, the barrage of fish has lightened up quite a bit. Um, Taikoa, you are still behind your shield. You feel that there is some things just like on some fish that has landed on you, and they seem to be sticking onto you as well.
Okay. Where is Myrrowen?
At this point, let's see, so Myrrowen did the thing, and then now she has the answer. Oh yeah. I even take it at this point now with the majority of the fish. Um, Now that the majority of the fish has passed, she would be climbing up. She would still have her death mask on. If there were any kind of, if anything were approaching her, she would look towards it. And instead of being scared away, Myrrowen, you would see that it looks like the fish are kind of parting ways around you, almost in respect. Which is weird
Um,
to you considering that as far as you're concerned, these things have no consciousness.
so I think Taikoa will take his club and try and pry these sticky fish off of him. Like, ugh, bad fish. No.
So your club
Whilst
is like,
holding the shield,
oh, okay, gotcha. Grab your club.
but like,
Yeah,
but trying to, yeah.
you're doing your best, but it feels like the most annoying sea urchins that will just not get off of your fur. It doesn't help that your positioning is also not the best.
I the club
Ah,
actually has the ability to where it says to inanimate objects, it can amplify the impact to basically manifest some force.
got it. I see. Damage only occurs if
Would
Taikoa chooses to let the force manifest.
would
And I take
would
you do.
would would that work on these fish, or are they considered like a living creature?
Great question. So I take it you do want the force to manifest, right?
Away from me, but yeah.
When you hit these things with your club, it feels like there's an explosion. So it's not so much that it is like forced away from you. It's more like you just kind of like blew them up, and
Yeah.
you feel like some fish parts on you. Something black kind of lands on the edge of your nose that's wriggling a little bit, um, and you continue to do that whack.
Hmm.
I would also say that the little bit on your nose that was like wriggling a little bit, you feel it beginning to start to worm into your nose.
Oh, oh. Fred, please help me.
um, at this point, Myrrowen, it does take you a while, but you are close to Taikoa. You still have your death
Oh,
mask
that's
on.
good. Yeah.
Get this thing off
I'd
my
probably have to
nose.
take it. Yeah, I would climb up faster. If I get close enough, I will try to take the thing away from him, from the nose, and
Now,
throw it
question: will
down.
you take off your death mask?
I think we can hold it on for a little bit more.
Okay, you're gonna put
No.
you still have it on, and before you, as Taiko was saying, get it off, please, please, please. All of a sudden, in front of you is a horrifying, just brutal face right in front of you that sends a chill down your little otterkin heart. And your screaming stops for a second as all the breath is taken away from your lungs, as this thing takes its fingers and then like puts it in your nose and then takes out the little black thing that began to work inside of it. And then flick. Myrrowen, this your companion is just completely like frozen in front of you, terrified.
I might have wet myself as well a little bit.
It's okay, no one can tell, but yeah, no problem.
Yeah, I will
Alrighty.
take the mask off.
Okay. Oh, thank God, it's just a companion.
Oh, that's quite a scare you gave me there. I don't know what was worse, the wiggly thing on my nose or...
Myrrowen, any reactions?
No, I will just be still same composed and just oh no worries. And yeah, just continue uh trying to avoid the fish and yeah,
Got it.
no action.
There's less fish this time, and again, thankfully, because of the septic shield, as soon as you go behind it, any remaining fish that are coming your way is like easily, you're defended easily against it. I will
I'll be back in a
say,
sec.
yep, go ahead. I will say that because of how much work the septic shield has has done on this mission, Taikoa, you're grateful to have this thing, but you can tell that it's starting to show some wear. Uh,
I think we
well,
have to move. We have to move. Let's go up to the others.
indeed. Going back to Eina and Owadwi, at
Mhm.
this point, with the help of your warriors that have almost been like chasing after these like fish that have been like kind of like scurrying off in different locations, you're able to see uh, you're able to see Owadwi, and he is breathing heavily, but he's still holding on to the rock, and he still has his weapon in his hand. It looks like he is like covered in fish guts and whatnot.
Mhm. They'll keep the banner aloft, and since you mentioned that they would be chasing after it, during the Gary things, Anna would have definitely like one of the shots being like, "Give them hell! Don't let a single one of them escape."
Love it.
Also, Taikoa would probably be able to hear at least some of it. I would imagine,
Yeah, no,
just as an aside.
absolutely. Actually, question: what's her vitality?
+1.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Both Taikoa and Myrrowen would be able to hear this.
With things calming down, Eina would try and find a way to get closer to Oadui one-handedly, since one hand still has to hold up the banner. Probably not gonna get very far, but just a few more inches closer would be good to do. Just get a look at both him and at the key around his neck, or the
Got it.
glow.
Love it. Love it. You do have to kind of inch your way kind of slowly if you want to get there safely.
Mm-hmm.
And as you do so, you see Awadri. He has his weapon in hand, his stance is strong, but then suddenly he freezes. And he seems to be talking to himself. You can't hear what he's saying.
Okay, that's very worrying. So, at the risk of the fish being able to come back, uh, Aina is gonna put her banner back onto her back and climb up towards Oadui.
When you get closer, you see that there is what looks to be an elder sea folk that is unnaturally like holding on to the rock face.
Mm-hmm.
Has their face close to Owaji, and Owaji finds himself unable to move.
Okay. Do they look? Like you said unnaturally holding on. Does this look like something that Oadui would be able to do
No,
with
it looks like
regularly? Okay.
no, it looks like so like this entire time you had to like
Mm-hmm.
strategically find like
Yeah.
handholds. It looks like she's just like crawling on it.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything black on her?
A lot. She looks.
Okay.
You can see that like from her various orifices, there's like some black that's like spreading around, right? But it
Okay.
doesn't look like it looks like she's close, but doesn't seem to be looking like she is going to attack him. As you get closer,
Okay. That's fine.
as you get closer, you can hear Awaji say, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry."
Okay. How far away would Aina be by this time?
You would be the closest. I would say that you would
Yeah.
be
Also
um,
approaching.
not quite an arm length away, but maybe like 2 arm lengths away.
So like a sword length away.
More like a bastard sword's length away. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, in that case, they'll huff and know at least despite not having air to huff with. And at the risk of falling off, reach for their bastard sword and swing it to try and behead this elder person.
I will say, so it's like here's you, here's Owaji,
Okay.
and here's the thing. So you kind of be swinging over him. Just making sure that you understand that.
Uh, I think in that case, Aina would maybe position herself just a bit higher so that she can more safely swing over him.
Nice. It does take you a while to kind of like get higher. In the meantime,
Mm-hmm.
Taikoa and Myrrowen, you would see up above you. Eventually, you would see um, Owadri. He seems to just be still in place. And above you, and you can also hear the shuffling of heavy armor against rock further up above. Myrrowen or Taiko.
Um, can you say what do we see again?
Sure. Right now, from what you can see Owadwi, the boy that you saw earlier, but he's like frozen in place. You can't see why he's not moving. And also you hear like the scraping of metal armor against rock.
Okay. And how far are we from them?
Given that you're honor folk, I would say about 3 lengths of yourself away.
Okay.
Could I use?
You go first.
Yeah. So could I use spirit
Okay.
to figure out what's going on?
I mean, with just from the situation, with your spirit, you can tell that he's afraid of something. He's not climbing not because he's hurt or not because he's fallen asleep or something. He's scared of something. Something is stopping him in his tracks. But to figure out exactly what, you would need to climb higher.
Well, I will continue climbing then.
In that case, you go up a little bit further ahead and you see the sea folk. You see an old woman, sea folk, that is unnaturally hanging on to the wall. That's just looking straight over at Awadri, and immediately you can pick up that this is the cause of his fear, but not necessarily because it itself is frightening. You feel that there is something personal between these two figures.
Hmm.
You would also hear, like Taikoa, the scraping of heavy metal against rock.
But
At this,
from where though? Like around where he is, or where the older woman is?
great question. You would hear it a little bit off to the left, higher than where Owadri is. So wherever this sound is coming from, it's higher than all of you. And at this
Okay.
point, Aina, sorry, oof, switching pronunciations. Eina, at this point, you are in a good position to take a swing.
Okay. Two questions before they take a swing. One, using the bastard sword, like still holding on with one hand, would it feel like the swing would still be a good swing?
Yes, because your stamina has been steadily going down this entire time, considering that had to hold on onto a rock face. So yes, you can feel
Okay.
it is lightweight, relatively speaking.
Okay. Then the second question is not needed.
Okay.
Uh, in that case, they'll steady themselves for a moment before bringing down the sword, just in an attempt to just behead this being,
Yup.
this elderly
And
sea folk.
I love it. And you swing down. Owadri
The,
screams out a painful no! The head of the sea folk falls in between Myrrowen and and Taikoa. Falls. Eventually, the rest of the body falls as well. And Myrwood, because you've been focusing using your spirit on what's been going on, there is a feeling of heartbreak and helplessness that is overtaking Owanji.
I would like to.
Mhm.
I think Taikoa would like to do a tap. What's it called? A
So,
kapu tapu.
okay, yes.
Um, to kind of basically proclaim to give resolve. So fear may not dwell in the chest of one who stands for the living, and it's kind of to give I don't know, give sort of strength of resolve.
I see. I see. I see. I see. I see what you're getting at.
Mm.
I think I'm going to need. I think this is going to require some bit of energy work. This is not
Okay.
necessarily a form of protection, nor it is like a taboo that you're calling out. This is more
No.
almost like this is almost like a rallying in a way.
Yes. Okay. So I'll say that, but to give the sense of yes, there's heartbreak. Yes, I can see that you're in pain, that you're suffering, but you are fighting for all your people. You're fighting for those below who are still drawing breath. You need to be strong for them.
It's all my fault. It's all my fault. And then he like takes the key that's been around his neck and then like rips it off his uh uh his neck. It's like I could have just ended this a long time ago. None of us had to suffer like this.
It's not your fault. Be strong. Sorry,
My sister is gone. My aunt is dead.
what did you say? That
Sorry,
was
yeah,
too
I noticed that my mic.
loud.
Yeah, she. My sister is gone. My aunt is dead. Who knows how many more died because of me? And as he's holding up this key, which is nearly completely white at this point, you would see a very familiar. It almost looks like a very similar to the first thing that attacked you. It looks like something coming out of the water that is like almost like snaking out, making its way towards where the three of you are.
Okay.
Very drawn to the key that Awadri is holding. We're going to cut over to Brim. Are you back?
Mhm.
Hello.
Welcome back. Alrighty, you have been told by this boy to just climb, and you are climbing. This thing is kind of wriggling in your hands, but nonetheless feels pretty secure in your cloak. At this point, you're the highest out of anybody in your squad, and as you climb, you would hear the piercing no from Owad.
Um, with this, are they? Wait, I'm above my squad. Oh, did I miss that? Are we not at the top? Are they not at the top already?
No,
They
none of
left.
none of you have reached the top. You guys are all holding on to the side of this.
Oh, I thought they were all at the top.
No.
Oh, okay. Um, well, um, and what happens to the others? I know the girl and the lady are gone. They're dead or something like that. I'm not gonna chase after a dead person. Um, but what else is there? Like, I passed them.
Did you
Um,
pass your teammates? Is that what you're asking?
yeah, did I pass my teammates?
Height wise, yes.
Height wise, yes. But how are they
Like you didn't.
standing?
Hmm?
They're not standing?
No. They're
No.
holding on to the. There, you guys are on it against the rock face. They're there. You're here. It just happens to be that you're in a different part of the rock.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Yeah.
um, Brim is like wondering, um, he has never like held anything that is this delicate before. Sure, bugs are have larvae and like they're born and whatever, but like um this is kind of weird to him, and he hears the scream. And is it below or above me?
Below.
Below. And he's like, Oh, I thought you were guys already like. Come on, guys. I thought we were going to the top. That's why I went like the other way. Whatever. He climbs and he starts to like move forward
Forward as in towards the sound.
towards the scream. Yeah.
As you begin to kind of like shimmy over to the side to over to the side to try to figure out the origin of the scream, thinking that it's another person that you need to help. You would see, or rather, you would hear from behind you just the rumbling of something large coming out of the water, very reminiscent to what you encountered at the beginning of the mission, but a lot bigger. And as it's the shadow doesn't engulf you since you are high up, but as you look below, you can see that uh, creating casting a shadow on everything below. And as you look, you would see a sea foam. There is a bright, almost like light blue, almost white glow that is just shining down below. It almost looks like a star in your perspective. And because of that glow, you can also make out the contours of Eina's uh, armor.
Oh, I'm gonna have to be right back.
No
So,
worries. No worries. We can cut back to the others. Yes. So at this point, Owadri is freaking out, holding out the key. Um, Myrrowen is kind of observing Owadri from one side. Eina, words, we're gonna be consistent with it. Eina is above Owadri, fairly kind of above Owadri since she's the one that took the swing, and Taikoa had climbed up a little bit higher up to be closer to Owadri to offer words of bravery and comfort.
Hmm?
This thing that's
Insidious
coming out of the water
whispers.
is large. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
Insidious whispers. Could I use it? Is it
Let
of
me
cooldown?
let me see its cooldown. It has a
Be
mid cooldown. Believe it or not, everything that's happened has been relatively fast.
Hmm.
So it is not a
oh, okay. Okay, that's actually a fair point. So there's a large thing coming from down, right?
yes from the water.
Okay, is it like really huge, like a big threat?
It is bigger than what you encountered at the beginning of the mission. As it gets higher and
Oh,
higher,
okay.
it is casting like a shadow against the rock face.
Yeah, okay. I have a good idea. So what you all
Okay.
see is Myrrowen is starting to twitch a lot.
Uh,
She starts to twitch so much that she can't even hold on to the stone and starts falling down.
mm-hmm.
Until I hit the water, of course.
Oh God. Okay. Now I understand that you're some sort of being that's not human, but nonetheless, what is your resilience?
0, but I'm gonna embrace the darkness.
I'm okay, but you still hit the water first before embracing darkness. Just wanted
Oh,
to
okay,
make
actually,
sure.
that's fair point.
I just want to make sure
could I
order of
em-
operations here.
Okay, could I embrace the darkness mid fall?
Describe to me how you would embrace darkness. Also, okay, yeah. First, describe to me how you are embracing darkness. Yes. Just like
Okay, so what you see is like Miriam is like on the wall and starting to twitch a lot as like shadow starts like from the visible like veins. It's like starts to like shadow starts to get over him. She
mm-hmm.
starts twitching so much that she loses her grip and starts falling. And as soon as he lets go of the rock, she will be transformed into old, like it seems like what you would see like a wizard, basically a crazy wizard or something like that. As he's falling same
All
time.
right. Now this does take time, and the one thing I will ask from you as I get back to the other two, Jiro, is that that's a great paired action, but I need a turning point describing your character overwhelmed by some sort of emotion?
Well, I did just witness probably someone's love. I did use spirit on the what was his name?
Awadri.
Well, the
Oh, I
character
win.
with the key. Yeah,
Yep.
Alatwi. I used spirit, and I sensed his pain when he saw uh, probably one of his loved ones be uh,
Spawned. Yeah.
decapitated,
Mm-hmm.
and the head did fall
Mm-hmm.
near me down, and the body also, and that just like broke my heart because I am supposed to protect. I'm a priest, and I
Mm-hmm.
can't handle this.
Mm-hmm. And you would see Taikoa, your teammate, fall. Things are happening, but Taikoa, action. There's a shadow
Um,
that is like looming above you, like almost covered you now.
yeah, I think I would continue trying to rally and shout out when you're alive and when your brethren, your people live, there's hope. Your your sister, your aunt would not want you to die. They would not want
Oh, okay.
everyone else to be destroyed. With you, there is hope. With you, there is a future. If you give up, there's nothing.
What's your? You have this. You have two
What's my what?
spirits. You have
Two
two
spirits,
spirits.
yeah.
Call out your words over to Awadri. He doesn't react, but you can tell that he has heard what you are saying, and he is no longer yelling out defiances back at you. But nonetheless,
Mhm.
he still has his back against the rock face. He's holding out the key. It's still shining bright. This thing gets higher and higher until it is almost eye level to Owatri. Well, actually, no. I would say that it is. It gets higher and higher. It even gets taller than where Eina is, and then where at Awadri's eye level, the seaweed there begin to twist and to move. And what's revealed is something that tries to be a human face. Just
Mm.
looking at a one. There is a little
Mhm.
bit of that seaweed that begins to extend out towards him.
Um,
Brim, going back to you, since you're back.
Yes, awesome. Can I just can I see the creature going up?
Yes, at this point, when we're writing time just a little bit, it's still like rising up, rising up, rising up. Yep. You
Okay.
would also, well, no, I don't think you would see it. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. As it's rising up, Brim is trying to crawl forward, and I don't want to interrupt the series of events. So, as I'm crawling forward at the edge of where like the creature's doing the face thing, can I call back my shackle?
Yes, it wouldn't be instantaneous though, if you want
Yeah, I
to.
know, but I would like it to go come along the direction of where the seaweed is coming from, and as it's like basically like ravenous like thing as like trying to shackle the perpetrator that has removed its oddly restraint.
Wait, so you wanted to shackle the monster?
No, it's basically trying to get me, and it's like
Oh,
angry that I let it go.
I see, I see, I see, I see, I see, I see. And you're hoping that along its trajectory would be like the weird seaweed hand thing.
Yeah.
Uh, all right. As this is happening, Eina, what would you be
One question. Is
doing?
Shield Wall on or off cooldown?
I would say it's still on cooldown.
Okay, that's fine still. So this thing is rising. Eina would. Hold on. They would yank the bastard sword back out of the rock that it probably got embedded into with the swing.
Yep.
And they'll they'll jump down to slash to. I will turn camera on first. So the intention is to make like a circular swinging motion to both hit the thing, hit through it, and also hit into the rock to be able to hold onto the sword.
Oh, sick. Okay, wait. I need to describe that one more time. So it sounds like, okay, you like
They're,
sword.
they're
Yep.
yeah, they're jumping down. This is
Yep.
the thing, and they are
Yep.
making like a swinging motion that goes through the thing and then embeds itself into the rock so that they don't fall any further.
That
And
is so
specifically, we since in V2 it is able to parry magical attacks. So also I didn't describe how it looks earlier. It looks spectral. It has a physical form, but it looks almost like an extension of herself.
that is sick. Okay, well first a couple things. What is your I know you have might. Remind me again what your skill is and your vigor?
Skill is baseline. Vigor is 1+, and might is also 1+.
Yeah, I know you have. Yeah, I know you have might. I wasn't sure about the skill part. You rip your sword off, and you jump your sword like raised up high, ready to slice towards towards this thing. Like all of your lungs are on fire. You have been climbing this entire way up. And
Yeah,
you've
it's getting
been spending the
tiring.
past few minutes just like fighting and fighting and fighting on this annoying fish. And here you are going for like this big attack towards this giant thing. Meanwhile, back down below, Myrrowen's form transforms to that of the young lady that you have all come to know into someone completely different. Would you like to describe the wizard here?
Yeah, let me just grab the. I don't think I have a description of wizard. Well, what you see is like basically, uh, like he has like a black cape that covers most his body,
Mm-hmm.
and there's like a wizard hat, like a big wizard hat, of course,
Mm-hmm.
and hands are like oldish, and like he has like round glasses also, like classic wizard basically,
Yep.
you know. And as I'm falling, he will be like, "Oh, why am I falling? Oh, what?" Of course, because yeah, we don't like to share information with each other in my body. Um, I'm gonna do. How far am I from the big monster?
You can see the monster. I think what's more pressing to the wizard is that, like, in a few seconds, you're going to hit water. It's going to hurt.
Yes. Could I do arcane manifestation?
Short answer, yes. Long answer, don't forget, as the vessel, when you embrace darkness, all of your arcane manifestations are
Yes, I know.
significantly boosted. So,
I know. So, a good idea. Uh, I'm very interested because the wizard likes to research a lot of stuff. I'm very interested in the big monster and I want to research it. I'm gonna
mhm.
create explosion at the like that shooting at the mountain explosion to use the air to fly towards the creature.
Ah, interesting. Alrighty. and finally up
Yep.
to Awadri, as all of these actions are happening in tandem. Holding out the key, it feels like in his head, there's no sound, time is moving slow, and the only thing that snaps him back out, he snaps him out of this state, is that in the little bundle that Brim is holding is a young little, and realizing that there is still hope, just as Taikoa snatches the key back towards him as the collar like hits the seaweed arm that was extending towards him, and then this sword just cuts through the monster from the top, as simultaneously from the bottom, there's this loud explosion, and maybe even a little like a cackle, probably that none of you can hear given that you're so far up. As Myrrowen is shooting towards this monster. All of these happen in
Oh wait,
tandem.
can I correct?
Yeah, what's up?
I meant I was shooting the fireball at the mountain. Mountain.
Yes,
So
yeah,
like
you're
there's
shooting
a
it at the
in.
mountain so that
Oh
you can
okay.
shoot yourself towards the monster. Yep, I got it.
Oh okay. Yeah. Good. Yeah.
Yep, 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 yep. The face twists into unholy anger, but is soon sliced down the middle by Eina's blade. The collar snaps back up to Brim's neck, and now Myrrowen from below is getting closer and closer to the monster. Is there anything in particular that Myrrowen does to kind of study this thing?
It's an interesting being. I wonder what's it's made of. I wonder how it works. I wonder what it's thinking. I would like to just like if I get close enough, I would start to like trying to like how could I do it? What's my essence? That's an
You
important
have a
question.
+1 to will, right?
Yes.
You've only used Insidious Whispers, and I would say at this point you're mid yellow.
Mid yellow, actually. Wait,
You have +1 to
I
will,
have
and you've only used Insidious Whispers.
and two major manifestations also.
Right, but from my understanding,
Yeah.
that is separate from Essence.
Is it?
I'll put it to
Okay.
you this
Yeah.
way: if you
Okay. I
ask for
guess.
another major arcane manifestation prior to Embrace Darkness, I don't think I would give it to you. I'd have to ask a lot from you. But because you are embracing darkness,
Oh.
it's technically the second ability that you are doing. Totally fine.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. I would like to do arcane manifestation of Could I like how close am I to the
You're
monster?
close. Like in a few seconds, you'll be like face planting against
Does it have a mouth?
it. Not that you can immediately see. Again, you're towards the
Oh. Okay.
bottom. Like this thing is over here. You're like over here.
Ah. I would like to use manifestation to. Actually, I don't know what to do. Wait. Yeah, I
Well,
don't know what to do.
broad strokes. You said that you want to study him, right?
Yes.
Do you think that it would involve maybe like taking it apart so then they can see all the different parts and
Yeah.
magics that make it?
I'm
Yeah.
wondering how I could. I'm wondering how I could. My idea was to go into it
I think an
somehow.
easy manifestation,
Actually,
if you don't mind me suggesting something, is that by extending out his hands, it's almost like he is like shooting out aura, very similar to how the other mirroring did it, and almost does it in a way to like surgically like begin to disassemble and like pull apart the little strands of magic that make up this entire thing. That's how I imagine.
You know what?
But feel free to give your suggestions.
You know what? I have. That's a good idea. I'm gonna almost use it. I'm gonna do a arcane manifestation to basically try to make a hole into it so I can slip into it,
Yeah, totally.
like go inside it.
Hmm.
So basically, I would like, as I'm flying towards it, I would like put my hands in front and do that gesture of like splitting, right? And then like use magic and then shoot my hands like forward again, like pull them back and shoot forward, and then try to do a using magic. Yeah, trying to do a
I,
hole into it.
I got you. I got you. Got you. You with your hands, you do a splitting motion, and just as the monster is being sliced from above, it is being torn up from below, giving you a small portal inside of this thing. And then there's a loud crash as Eina's sword smashes against the rock face, and she's like just holding on to it to prevent from falling back down to the water. The split that she created is almost like split like this way, and you can see that it is trying to,
Mhm.
all of you can see that it's trying to like reform, and but also kind of like go towards to Awadri. I would say Taikoa actions as you see this happening. Oh, busy.
Sorry, struggling to get back. Um, so I think Taiko would try to get up close to him.
Hmm.
Um, so what am I seeing exactly? Because I'm underneath, aren't I?
I'd say that if you're like getting closer and closer to him at this point, I would say that you're like up to his legs.
Okay.
You would see that he is his back is against the rock face, but this time he has the key against his chest. It is glowing so brightly to the point where you can't look directly at it. Um, and it looks like he is looking defiantly straight ahead at the horror that is now furious at this boy.
Um, so climbing up, I'd be saying like, "Stay strong. You've got this. You've got this," and would try to kind of get up with him to kind of basically hold like so show sort of that I'm there to support him in his defiance.
Do you hold his hand?
If I can get up, yes, I would hold his hand.
And you would feel a connection as he holds onto your little otterkin hand. There's almost like this vibration that is happening inside of Awadri that you can feel as well. This thing that he's holding against his chest, it feels like it is ready to like burst at any moment. Like, and yet he is holding it against his chest like it is the most important thing that he has ever held in his life. You, Awadri, as he's holding your hand, as this thing begins to rush one more time towards him, yells at this creature. I am Obadri of the Rasha, and I will bring hope to this world. Bright light. Phew. All of your visions turn completely white, except for Myrrowen, who is inside of this creature. In this moment, Myrrowen has full access to the very being and very essence of what this creature is. And it is a darkness that is 10 times deeper in shade than anything that his people have experienced. And it is fascinating. You want so much to continue to explore, maybe even see how you can even have this darkness under your command. But as you begin to explore more of this being, you find that it is slowly getting weaker. None
Oh
of
no 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 no! Don't die yet! Don't die yet! I would like to use arcane manifestation to start powering it,
start what?
to start overloading it, to like give it power, because I need to research it more.
You can most certainly try. And you're like, no, no, absolutely not. And as you're waving your hands around, you're trying to like almost like force like these dark forces to like stay together so then you can really take the time to examine this thing. None of you can see this, but deep, deep in the ocean, or rather in the sea, on the ground, there is a box. The lock on it snaps, and out from it there is a rushing energy, power that goes straight for the ink. Before long, it makes contact with anything that the ink has. And you all hear a loud shriek as the ink is being corroded from the inside out by this magic. Between the bright light of the key and the piercing wail of this creature, not to mention just the general chaos going around all of you. Your senses are just completely overloaded. You don't know how long this takes. Maybe to you it felt like minutes, possibly hours. But reality is that it was just a mere few seconds. A pause. Who here has the highest resilience? Unless you're all baseline.
+2 because Fane.
Because Bane, hell yeah. And Eina, you would be the first. Eina, you would be the first to recover and notice bright sun shining down on the sky once again and deep. And the four of you feel your backs,
Oh my
much to
goodness, we did it.
Myrrowen's frustration.
I'm
Okay.
alive? Question mark.
You are alive, but you are in the, I would say, because of what happened, you are in the water. You is despite your best efforts to try to bring this thing into, solidify it is just gone. You felt it literally melt away as a Wadri's magic took over.
No 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 no! I would like try. Uh, I will use more essence a little bit to like get shadows to start forming a shadow ball. Try to fix
Which
it, but of course it doesn't work.
the only shadows that you would be able to conjure are that of the natural.
Yeah,
None of that,
I'm
none of that delicious power. But as you look around, you would see that there are a lot of dead fish around, quite a bit of debris, lots of seaweed, but no magic.
what again?
Final actions. We're going to start. Eina.
We actually did it, huh? They'll try and find a foothold so that they don't have to hang off their sword
Mm-hmm.
before yanking it out, sheathing it again, and looking over at Oadui. You may not have the heart of a warrior, but you have the heart of a scientist, and every society needs some smart people. Don't trust yourself, and don't let yourself be sad that, well, not all magic needs to be evil necessarily. It all depends on how you use it.
He looks at you, and then he looks at the weapon you gave him. I don't know why you believed in me, but thank you.
Well, I had to place my hopes in someone, and, well, you literally had the key to everything, so seems like a pretty well guess to me to put my bets on you.
You say that, and you notice that the key he was holding is no more. The only thing in his hand is the simple cord he used to wrap it around his neck.
Regardless, I'm more exhausted than I thought I could be, given what I am, so I fare thee well. And she makes one, like, not a salute, but like putting her hand, like clanging her hand against where their heart would be, which is also over the symbol of the Enclave badge, and pinging out with that.
Lovely. Alrighty. Brim,
Hello.
final actions before port out.
I would say like Brim is like I don't know what happens if I pour out and I'm still holding this creature.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just gonna stick around until he finds something suitable.
Makes sense. Alright, in that case, we're going to go to Taikoa.
So Taikoa is going to look across to, I can't say his name.
Win
Yeah.
something.
It's not an easy name to remember. And it's just going to like, I'm assuming they still like his paw is in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Are you okay?
Looks down, realizing that he's holding your hand, and you would notice that as he's holding it, he's shaking a little bit. And he lets go. And he says, did I do it? Is it gone?
Yes. Gone.
He takes in a breath, and then another, and another. And for the first time since this has all started, he lets himself cry. All of the fear, all of the sorrow, all of the anger that had been in his chest this entire time, he just lets
Um, Tycho's never seen a pink skin cry like this and is wondering what's happening. So he's going to get like a little bit of his kilt and it's going to like offer it up to him. It's clean
out,
ish.
takes it, and just kind of like roughly wipes his face. trying to like remove the tears and the snot and all those fun stuff. And after he has a moment to catch his breath, his eyes red, his voice still shaky, he says, "What happens now?"
You rebuild.
He looks out into just so
Exactly.
another shuddering breath. Wipes his eyes one more time before offering the kiln
Oh,
back to him.
you can keep it. You can keep it.
And he holds it. I won't forget you.
I don't think any of us will forget you either. Your bravery, and I'm sure your ancestors are looking down on you with pride.
He nods. And hearing the cry of the infant wrapped in Brim's bundle, pulls his head up and then begins to climb upwards. Keeping up?
Wiping out.
Yes.
I think seeing. I think I'd wait to see the baby reunited with him, and then after that, I will ping out.
Sounds good. Myrrowen, you're in the water. There's fish cuts around you.
I'm just
You did not get what you wanted.
I am just floating like a star. You know this starfish float. I'm just like floating there,
Yup.
like, what's the point? Well, what do you mean you want to go back? No, I want to stay here. Maybe there's something else to read. No, shut up. Because like, the two other things,
Mm-hmm.
two other
Mm-hmm.
souls are speaking to me, like saying like, go back, let's go away.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Until finally, could I ping out?
Lovely. Brim, Awadri goes up to you and gestures towards the bundle.
Brim is he is slightly confused of what's happening, mainly because
Mm-hmm.
he missed most of the action,
Mm-hmm.
but he helped out most of the people who were climbing up, and he looks at the person and he says, "What is it?"
That's Asha, isn't it? May I have her back?
Yes, and he holds her out, and his question was not answered. And he's like, "That is our name."
She is the chief's daughter.
Uh, so wait,
Hopefully not the only one.
he like scratches his bulb and he's like, "Is she gonna get bigger?"
Because of you and your friends, she will.
Wait a minute, you guys don't just pop out of just how you are? And he's like, kind of like, "Wait, what's going on? Wait, that's a thing."
And now it's Awadri's turn to be confused as he doesn't quite understand your question.
Um,
And before he can ask, like, what do you mean, there is a familiar voice coming from below. Ah, I see someone! Auntie! Auntie! And he, holding Asha, he looks down and eyes widen. Auntie! Auntie!
Brim hears them, and he like looks over and says, "Oh, you made it! I know you could. You need help."
Broad strokes.
Yeah.
The remaining sea folk gather together. It takes time, since they're all tired.
Hmm.
But now, with the threat removed, they can now take the time to rest and make their way up to the top. And while their numbers are few, they are not completely defeated. Now that they have a little bit of hope left for the future of the Rashah.
Brim has stayed behind to help out the rest of them that to reach the top. And once they're at the top, he goes over to the little one and checks on her, just because like this is new. He wants to keep this in his mind for later use, because if some people can just not pop it up how they look, he, you know, he's like, I might come back in a few 100 years.
Her eyes are open, she's just looking at you. That, that, that. And then begins to cry.
Yes, he nods, and he pings out.
And with that, we will end the mission. Fantastic job, guys. Oh my goodness. Had me on the edge of my seat for most of that.
You had
Woo!
you had us on the edge of a cliff for most of that.
That is pretty accurate, though. Absolutely. Alrighty, before I go into focus words and character reviews, any questions for me about the story, the plot of the missions, any calls that I made?
Not really a question, just confirming that essence is you can use essence to boost manifestations, but it's not necessarily used from the start.
That's what I
I
thought,
just
yes.
checked up on that in the meantime, but yeah.
Lovely, thank you so much.
Other than that,
Ah,
aside from that, thoroughly enjoyable.
I'm glad that you had a good time.
Big
Thank you.
question I have,
Yes,
just to know: did the daughter and the lady get swiped away?
yes. So I actually had time, so I made a whole lore for this tribe. Um, the uh, the chief, his wife, one of his daughters, and his eldest. Well, no, the chief, his wife, and one of the daughters didn't make it. The son you met, they're the ones whose feet were like
Mhm.
his legs were like mutilated and impaled against the rocks.
Mhm.
And the remaining daughter is the baby that you did save.
Yeah.
So
Wadley's sister didn't make it, and Aunt Iana, which is his aunt, was unfortunately far too gone to be saved. I think like when you met her, if there was anything immediate you could have done, maybe, but the longer that time went on, it was just
Yeah.
yeah.
Unfortunately, I didn't have the chance to do anything else, so I could have given her the a berry, which is upsetting to me. But yeah, that's how it is, I guess.
all good, all good.
So out of
Fuji,
23, sorry, continue.
yeah, no worries.
Just
Fuji and Yoki are brothers that you saved. Um, And let's see. So out of 23, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minimum.
Mm-hmm.
So all in all, like not too bad.
So
We
roughly
saved a good amount.
80%, roughly like 3/4 of them survived,
Yeah,
as far as we know.
as far as you know, yes, absolutely. Alrighty, but that's it. Let's go over the focus words. So, focus
Mm-hmm.
words I got were really interesting and gave me a lot to work with. The first is a picture that has this bright purple sky, two people talking with the caption, "Sorry, I'm late. That's okay. Time doesn't exist." That bright purple was the first thing that I noticed, and I wanted to incorporate that into the setting as well. The sky was really,
Mm-hmm.
really cool, and just how it affected the lighting. And also because that sky was just ever constant, it obscured the passage of time. So they couldn't tell what was morning, what was evening, etc., etc. This whole calamity that we went on was like minutes. Like it did not happen fast, but like this whole torture that they've been experiencing was for a few days. These masks
Mm-hmm.
are stinky is in reference to how the ink would essentially take over, like a vicious parasite, like take over the bodies of whatever it came in contact with. Um, Stinky refers to not only the fish and the other sea life that it comes in contact with. But if I on a harder there's a harder variant of this mission that I didn't end up using, but I think just because it's appropriate for this group's skill level. But it would have also been possible to see um, more undead and terrifying things come out as a result of the geek's possession. Unfortunately, that's not something that you had to encounter. The bigger gift, obviously, there is that sense of attack and the fact that there's like these creatures that are just going after you, but also the gift had like this juddering motion to it, and I'm like, oh, that is so sick, and that's what inspired like just the kind of like really weird motion of the possessed aunt, who just kind of seemed to be like all of a sudden like right in your face, and then all of a sudden be right over there and over there and over there and over there.
Hmm.
Spill. Um, if you look in the mission statement, it is described that the ink had it almost looked like it was pouring from the sky, and that is a result of something spilling out and pouring into this planet. What exactly is it? Well, if I get the right set of focus words, maybe we'll explore that. But it is definitely bad news bears.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. And now for character reviews. Let's start with Jiro. Jiro, you said that you haven't played this game in a while, but I feel like you took to it very naturally. Again, your use of your arcane manifestations were a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie, at first I was kind of worried about how, a character like Myrrowen would work in the setting, but I think you played her very well in that she was controlled. She got her moments. Your use of your abilities were a lot of fun. The Insidious Whispers, that was an awesome moment that I got to do with you, and all the little manifestations that got to show off a little bit more of what being she is. I think had a lot of very cool visual moments, and then also your moment with with the death mask and helping out Taikoa was hilarious, and I loved it so much.
Yeah.
Alrighty, next, Brim. I didn't give you anything to hit last time, so I hope I give you some things to hit this time. I was actually expecting you to be more like yeah into the action, but what I love about this, and maybe this is where the potential for my heartbreak to happen is that because he is so empathetic, he has a lot of emotion. Compared to his siblings, and so your moments with the other sea folk were not only sweet but so significant. If you had not gone after if you had not gone after them, and the entire time Awadri would just be hearing like his brethren just be taken down and whatnot, that would have been so devastating to him that you would be scrambling for time to try to prevent him from
Mhm.
from stopping the spell. So, and then your mom with the baby was so sweet.
And yeah, I wanted to save as many as I could, but because I was going one by one and going like in line, I couldn't save a ton of them. And unfortunately, I wanted to jump down and reach for the person that like fell, but then you told me that if I would suffer a big consequence from doing that, I was like, they're dead. So I'm
Yes,
moving on for the next because no one, if I can't handle that, a normal person can definitely not handle that.
correct. That is correct.
And also
And
the
it's
baby.
very and the baby. Oh my gosh! Thank you for saving the baby. My goodness. What was I gonna say? It was unfortunately impossible for just one person to save everybody. I definitely deliberately put you all in kind of a tough situation where there was a lot of things going on, and so it's a matter of like what do we prioritize. So
Mhm.
definitely did the right thing, at least from how I see it. Um, and I think but nonetheless, I'm glad that at least one of you went to go help as many of the sea.
Yeah. I am slightly upset about not using a lot of my abilities because I thought I would have more time to like use them or join the fray, but since I kind of detoured into the more like emotion heavy section of the quest, yeah, I should have just went with like, yeah, I'm probably not gonna get into the fight, so I should have just given her. I'm That's the one point. That's the one point I was really upset at myself. Like, I could have saved her. I could have given her the berry. I didn't. So fortunate.
Again, there's a lot of like in the moment things I had to think of. I will say that don't. I would say for the future, your limit break at the beginning, so sick. Don't forget that that is something that in your arsenal that I think is has a lot of potential for you to use, especially because it's cooldown time is low. So just I would also just like say, hey, just keep that in mind. But I think in terms of characterization, you played Brim beautifully.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Alrighty, Taikoa. Oh my gosh, this happy little otter guy. I wanted so much in his first mission. But Taikoa was so sweet. Um, Absolutely adorable and very much like if you personally, I think he played almost like the heart of the party, which is something that's not always easy to do, and I think that you did it with tremendous, uh, tremendous ability, Simon. I get your use of your abilities was fantastic. Again, like the reason why this happened in kind of like this water world was because I'm like, oh man, how do I fit a Toa into this? And then that's kind of how this ended up being. And so I'm really glad that I gave you a lot of opportunities to use your various abilities and objects. I think my some of my favorite moments. Um, like using the catamaran, like important for getting over to the um, other islet. Um, and the order to boldly go with it was a lot of fun. But I think the Kapu Tapu, had a lot of very beautiful moments to it. Even at the end, where it was less of ability and more of just like rallying his Quadri's spirit up, was just absolutely beautiful. This character is a lot of fun. Alrighty. And Eina, Taikoa. Apologies, Jules. I got something between the two
No, no
titles.
issue. Yeah,
Uh,
like I said, I think I'm gonna go with Eina being the pronunciation from going forward.
got
Feels
it.
more fitting.
Sounds good. Uh, oh, thank goodness Ida was here. The your guys' butts were saved so many times because of that shield wall. Thank God. Um, but no,
Yeah.
Ida was Aina was fantastic. I think their characterization of her was a lot of fun. Not only just as kind of like this protective, kind of uh, protective, kind of serious person, but also that little moment where you get to see more of her leadership qualities with her banner. And then the two arms moment with Oladri was so sweet. Again, that was so consequential because his resolve was already wavering at that point. So to show, hey buddy, you got this, and to prove it, I'm gonna give you a weapon and some armor and you're gonna fight these things. It was very important at that moment. So awesome play there. Um, Gara thinks was
Thank you.
sick, and I think Aina provided a lot of very needed. How do I put it? I guess, for lack of a better term, initiative towards Olandri that was needed for the plot. So fantastic
Hmm.
play by all four of you. Alrighty.
Thank you.
With that said, any final comments from any of you, or can we go ahead and wrap this up?
Let's wrap it up.
Well,
I
we
don't want
just
to make
need
you
a
late for
mission
whatever
name.
you're doing.
Oh, mission name.
Mission name, that's
Yeah.
right. Mission name.
Aspiring plight.
Spiring Plate.
Yes.
Okay. I see like there's like the large rock formation, also like this giant thing just like rising from the ocean as well.
Um, Inkbound. Could that be
Inkbound.
used? Yeah.
Did you suggest something, Etchasketch?
I was just saying we could maybe incorporate Inkbound into it in some way, because things were like absorbed by
Inkbound
the ink,
fish.
but then
Absolutely.
but then but then you also kind of effectively broke it at the end.
Inking plight.
Inky Plate. Inkbound I think is closer. We
I'm no
can
good
do
at this.
Bound
let's
fish.
let's do want to do Inkbound for now, and then if we come up with a different idea,
Yeah.
um we'll update it uh
I
as necessary.
a small thing to add to it.
Yep.
Okay.
Like breaking ink bounds.
Breaking Inkbound. Oh, I see, because we're kind of
Ink
like
bounds, ink binds.
breaking ink binds.
Because like fighting against this thing the entire time and then
Right,
breaking it apart at the end.
right. To be so it was only the spell that Owadsby did that really
Yeah.
permanently affected the ink. Definitely you all slowed it quite a bit. Let's see. Any thoughts? Breaking Inkbound, Inkbound,
Bound fish. I don't know
Mhm.
if you I have
Inkbound
you heard it
fish.
before or not.
I'm leaning towards just Inkbound for now. If anyone
I
comes up
think
with
Inkbound
something,
is nice actually. Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
sounds good. In
Right.
that case, this is gonna go down as Inkbound. Wonderful. With that, let's sign off. So thank you everyone for watching this actual play. We're going to hear a final farewell from our lovely players. So kick it off, Brim.
Bye
Okay,
bye.
Jay. All right, Etch.
Goodbye.
And Jules.
Hope to see you all again and bye bye.
And last but not least, Jiro.
Bye bye.
And this is Meekable once again, your conduit for this mission. Thanking you once again for watching this, and may you have a great day. Alrighty.